like him, inside and outside, through his house with the blue little window and a bullcorn wreck, and everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around, 'cause he ain't got nobody to listen. I'm blue, I was need, I was dying, 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 I was need.
It's already started, Mars Rocker. It's already started again.
What started?
It's already started, mate. The excuses. The excuses are back at the Carlton Football Club.
They started now, have they?
Yep.
What was the excuses today?
So, now I know the majority probably don't really give two hoots about AFLW, which is understandable. But they drew today 27 each of two to a newly found club in Port Adelaide who were playing their third game today. And I've already seen from the club, oh, it's okay, our captain had 21 disposals and kicked a goal. Our gun player, Abby McKay, she had 26 disposals today. Bravo. Mimi Hill had another good game. It's all okay. It's all right.
It's all good then.
You know, I mean, like 3 of your best players have majority of the ball and you still can't beat the team that's just come in to the competition.
That's like when, like, in comparison, that's like
Gold Coast
the
coming
year that Gold Coast came in.
The year the Gold Coast came in,
Yeah.
right. And keeping in mind, Port Adelaide have lost to West Coast, who are the worst team in the competition by a mile,
Oh, that's right. That was a huge.
who were belted today by 50 points against Essendon, who have also just come into the competition, which shows you how poor West Coast are. And Aaron Phillips barely did anything for Port Adelaide today.
Yeah, she's at Port Adelaide, correct?
Yep, she's at Port Adelaide. Yep, okay, right.
3-time
No problem.
premiership
Yep,
winner.
all good, but it's okay because we played 3 good quarters out of the 4.
Oh, that's all right. That's good.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they also didn't have they didn't have their minute silence for the Queen, which was that's fair enough.
Oh, so so that's the other.
So it's nice to see that they've got their priorities all in order, which is fantastic.
That's
Yeah.
I just want to get the ribbon ready.
So
for
the
it.
participation award is well and truly out. And the season is unravelling before our very eyes yet again. And I continue to make this a big thing with our club because they represent the monogram, right? The moment you don the monogram, you're representing a brand,
Correct.
right? And the moment you represent a brand, you represent more than just your own political ideas, your own agendas, your own personal bits in life. It's more than that, right? Now, my problem is, and I don't care, I'll say, this AFLW program at the club, it's not about football. It's not about football. Honestly, it's not about football. There are maybe 3 or 4 people in there that I can genuinely say, yeah, you're actually there to play, to win, and you actually give a crap. Probably Mimi Hill, Abby McKay, maybe the captain, the captain, Karen Harrington, who's now Karen Peterson because she got married, and I couldn't even name another.
Moody.
And maybe Moody. Moody's pretty good as well. No knock on her.
I just said that because Peter mentioned
No knock on her. Sorry, I was going to mention. So no knock on her.
Horse
Right?
racing. Yeah.
Now I don't, I could blow up, but I'd prefer to be controlled with my aggression, which I think I have been. But the horrible thing for me now is that the mail was that Carlton internally had a few people complain about this whole thing to do with the Queen, and they didn't want the minute silent because it was Indigenous round and blah blah blah. Now, in my head, I'm thinking to myself, okay, why has there been no concern or anything raised with the club as to why 20 players have walked out in 2 years? But even he started losing it. 20 players in 2 years.
20 people in any
And
organisation.
Walk out though.
How many fucking excuses can you come up with? Right? See, now I'm getting angry because all we do is just we just continue to reel off the same excuses. First it's, we've got these draft picks in, so they're still young. That's one. Other teams have come in. AFL expansion comes in. It means we're losing our talent. That's another one. Melbourne is still up there. Adelaide is still inside the 8. All these other teams, Brisbane didn't lose players. You know, they lost one of their good players in Jess Wushner, who's, you know, she's a stalwart of the comp and all that. But 20 players haven't walked out.
Yeah.
Why is
And
no
20
one... But what's there?
good
What is there? Okay, so put this thing aside that, it's great that women are playing now. That's done. They're playing.
Yeah, they are.
Put that to the side. Right? Bust the book.
Competition's up and going.
It's to the side now.
How long has it been going for? Like 5 years. Now.
5 years, and now
Great.
every team's got
Yep.
every
Everyone's
club's got a team
established.
Okay,
now.
that's put to the side now. Right? When are we going to stop this championing bullcrap and actually start worrying about, hang on, wait, this is Carlton Football Club, yeah? Are we here to win, or are we here to just push a fad? I'm sorry, it's a fad at the moment. And you look at the things that are coming out of the club each week, right? You hear the same thing every week. We're doing this. Oh, we're doing that. Oh, we're doing this. Oh, we're doing that. Are you winning? No. Do you care about your football? No. I'll tell you what they care about. They care about the fact that they have a team there.
Yep.
They're celebrating the fact that they have a team there. That's done. It was done 7 years ago. Why are we still celebrating that?
Yep.
What are we doing here?
What
are we doing here?
Like
What are we doing?
That's the pinnacle.
What are we doing here? Are we here to clap that there's a team that exists? Or are we here to clap results? Right? And now, you know, I bumped into Nick Wishart we had this communion today, and they just so happened to be there, right? They're in the cheer squad and stuff, and, you know, he's sort of vehemently against the coaches and stuff, which is fair enough. Obviously, the results are not going your way, it's the coach. But for me, it's deeper than the coach, right? Now, what I don't understand is that we've come into this competition, and it's the 7th year that we're in, and we are behind.
7, yeah.
We're behind the 8 ball already.
Way
Now,
down.
Nick told me, a certain blue tick fan that we have in the fan base, who you've been having a crack at over the last couple of weeks,
Yeah.
has apparently said it's these critics from the cheap seats.
Yeah.
I think it was to do with, you know, Nick and certain people in the cheer squad and all that. And
Yeah, the crack.
what does fans in the cheap seats even mean? Like, what does that even mean? What, because you don't go out and play elite sport, you pay as a member that you're not allowed to have an opinion on your club underperforming? But where are we at? Where are we at?
You know what that comment means? There's a division already.
Of course there is.
Now there's
But
a
there
division
is.
between the rich and
But there is. So, right now people are saying, oh, you know, but they've got talent in, they've got picks in. That doesn't guarantee you shit. What's it guaranteed us? What's it guaranteed us? You know what it guaranteed us?
Nothing.
In the last 7 years, in the AFL team, 9th.
That's right.
That's what it guaranteed
That's
us.
the best we've
It
done.
gave us 2 and 20. It doesn't guarantee you anything. And people saying, oh, you know, yeah, we had 3 good quarters. We won the quarters by like a goal or 2. Like, what's going on? They can't score. They can't defend. They've got the best ruck in the league. They lose the territory battle every week. What's going on here?
That's fucked.
It's deeper than this. Is deeper than the coach.
Yeah.
This is deeper than the coach, right? Coaches can only do so much, yeah? My problem is it starts from the one at the top.
Always.
Kinnersley. No one's come for her. I'm coming for her now. What are you doing with this AFLW program?
Which it's not her
What
responsibility
are
anymore.
you doing?
What is she?
Because she's moved to vice president of the club.
But
now.
what are you doing?
Yeah, but who's the head of AFLW?
I don't know.
She is.
Still
No,
is?
she moved.
Well,
to,
who is then?
I don't know.
She is.
She got promoted to
Doesn't
vice
matter, but
president.
she still is.
Still her role.
Yes.
She's got both roles.
Yes,
Well,
when I
she's-
read it out. Doesn't matter if you have both roles. If you're the leader of that, it starts from her. What is she doing?
Nothing.
What
She did
standards are
nothing.
you setting?
Well, she did nothing for the last 7
We've
years.
got this beautiful, huge, brand new facility and we look worse. 20 players have walked out. Now, my concern is that you have this massive, brand new facility that's going out, right? You've got players who are already there and you're saying, how can you not sell that to them?
Does
Wait,
it sell
wait,
itself?
But how can you not be able to keep them? So that tells me there is something deeply embedded in the core of this club, and even in our men's
Yeah,
as
our
well,
men's,
that just cannot be rectified.
Can't be one or
That
not the
just
other.
whole
cannot be
thing, the
rectified.
The whole thing. There's a problem there.
So what is going on? What are they doing? To me, you know what this looks like? To me, it just looks like this is, and every single time, all it is just a team that is there to push agendas, and they don't care about winning.
And just
It's not at the forefront of what they
sell
want to do.
tickets. Sell tickets, sell merch. That's it. Put Darcy Vesio as your pedestal and say
Man, she was horrible.
she's a fucking
She was
star,
shocking again. She
or
was
they're a
shocking
star.
today. Oh, fuck her.
Sorry, I have to
Whatever.
address it as whatever, but like
What's
that's
that?
what it is. You have-
Vesio was
you gotta,
terrible
like,
again
no,
today.
but she's your face of the brand, is she not? Apparently so.
She's been terrible
Anyway.
for years.
But she's garbage.
She's been
I don't even
garbage
watch
for
her.
years.
She's garbage.
She's had a
I've never seen
handful
her.
of games where she's kicked some
I've
big
never
goals.
seen her, like, you know when you're scrolling through Facebook and shit, and you see AFLW stuff come up. I've never seen her. Darcy Vesio has an awesome game or something. It's like always like Monique Conti, Erin Phillips, and all those types. I've never seen her.
I think the last time was when she kicked those 6
What-
goals in the last game or something.
Whatever, right?
To get the most
And
goals for
you
the
can't
year or
single
whatever
out
it
one
was.
player, right?
That's the last time I remember she did anything.
But, I mean, like,
She's a problem too.
what is going on here? I mean, even Velado, this brought her in from Collingwood. She had 6 touches, did nothing. Like, what's going on?
well, there's no. It seems a bit
No,
like
no one, but no one has publicly criticised anything
How do they
At
ever,
all.
I don't think they ever get criticised.
at all. All it is this: you're playing.
Because-
Well done.
All right, tell me the truth. Let's get to the root of all this. Is it because they don't want to
They don't want to.
Scrutinise
scrutinise a club because it's the AFLW?
when it's going to hurt people's
What do you mean?
feelings.
It's like the women's sport, so we don't want to like put it down. You know what I mean? So we'll
But it's
always,
been there for 7 years, for whatever.
Some
how
of them
many
are
years.
tougher than us. You kidding
I'm
me?
just saying, is it weird that
Yeah, I don't-
like
but-
last
nah,
year,
but I don't
they had
think-
one of their worst years again, and what do?
But I don't
They
even-
give the coach another 2 years.
But I don't think that even the players that would go out there they'd want to be scrutinised, criticised, wouldn't they?
Maybe
Well, that's
they're
why you go
better-
out there to
they're
play
better
football.
protected too.
And I'm sure they.
Listen, we've heard through the grapevine the reason some of these players left isn't good.
Oh no, it's toxic.
And we've heard
The
that,
joint is toxic.
you know, like
They'd have to
So
be,
where does that all stem from? Why is that
Has
not
to
being
be all
addressed
way
at the
from the-
top of the football club?
100%.
And now they're saying, oh, the people who want to be here are here. Well, obviously, because you would have had no list. You would have had no one there.
no choice.
You would have had no one to play. So how can a player like Charlotte Wilson, right, who left Carlton and went to Melbourne, who are arguably one of the best teams in the competition and have nearly gone all the way and will probably go all the way this year, she played for them on the weekend, but she wasn't good enough to play for Carlton,
That's right.
who finished at the bottom of the table.
100%.
what is she, like a midfielder?
Back,
or
back,
something?
back,
Ah,
a
okay.
defender.
The other thing is that we said this, I think, a few weeks ago, that these players have left, and then people will argue, oh, they went for more money. Okay. But why are we attracting players then?
The other
All of
way.
a sudden, we've got money.
Because the people who are there...
We're
are
attracting no
you know
big
why?
names.
I'll tell you why. Because the people who are there are incompetent and take no accountability for their results. That's why.
They obviously don't care. They genuinely don't care.
Doesn't
If
look
they
like
cared,
it.
this wouldn't be happening. You
Doesn't
wouldn't
look
lose
like
to a team that just came into
They
the
didn't
comp.
lose, they drew. But
Oh, they
still,
drew, sorry. It's a loss.
That's a loss.
This was... remember when you said there's a winner and a loser in a draw?
Yeah.
They're the loser.
They were the loser.
Yes.
Yeah. Poor of the winner. They would have been racked.
Oh, mate. God.
They got
Oh,
pumped
mate.
last week.
But,
Yeah.
like, in the media, right, you'd be good at this. Who comes out and talks about this?
No one.
No one.
No one, mate.
That's what
We're
I
the
mean.
only ones.
We're the only ones that, yeah.
And please, I'm imploring
Doesn't
I'm
Brett's
imploring
top
you
of that,
two
yeah.
girls, Kira and Shannon, on the AFLW program. I know thousands of people don't watch it every week, but for the love of God, I'm not saying this is not me attacking it. I'm not saying that they haven't said this, but for the love of God, do not pat them on the back this week. For the love of Christ, don't pat them on the back.
Yeah, and they got to get their just desserts this week.
Yeah, there were some individual performances that were okay. Like,
There's always an
but there
individual
always
There's always
is.
individuals in losing
What are we
teams.
celebrating here, mate? Come on, man.
No,
What are we doing? What are we doing?
no.
But it all seeps through to the
and
club
that-
at every point, mate. And this is what I kept saying about that bloody strategic plan and the DIE stuff in there, mate.
And
it doesn't make you win.
And the thing is, right?
You cannot win.
The thing is, right? What happens is, I'm worried, even though this is like small part of the club on the side. You know?
But it's not. But it's not, and it shouldn't be. And they're not treating it. Well, they're making it the mirage and the vision that it looks like is that we're treating this the same as the AFL. But are you?
No, they're not. But don't they have it in there? It's in there in DIE. It says inclusive and equal. It's not equal.
Yeah, everyone knows it can't be equal. You know
exactly.
You know,
But why not? Well, from that sense, from that point of view, from the AFLW, it can be. It won't be.
Facilities are beautiful and great. Elite facilities there. But what does it translate to?
It won't be in like how big the AFL is. We know that.
People say you're always like, you know, they'll look at my tweets.
The problem is, I see that if there's a problem there and they're not taking care of it,
well, they're
go
not
through the whole club.
Well, they're not,
right, mate. And you know why I say
I'm worried that
it already has.
Problem that it goes through the whole.
You know
club.
why I say this? I say this, and I get and people, oh, you're grumpy. You're being. I get angry and upset because I actually care. When you don that monogram, I care. You're representing a brand that I love, and a brand that I've been loyal to for 28 years of my life and have never wavered from. You know what I mean?
Oh, great.
And that's the most frustrating thing. Like, I just, you know, I mean, what are we here for?
Well,
is this just the cheer squad of championing, like, oh, we have a team now? Like,
I'm sure they want to go.
What are we doing, bro?
Man.
I'm sure the players.
You know, and the coach even today said, you know, we're here to, you know, we want to win premierships and all that. And this is the thing is that you can come for the coach all you want, right? They could go and get Beck Goddard from Hawthorn, who's one of the best coaches. You know, she coached Adelaide to the AFLW. They could get her. The same problems would still be there.
Of course.
The same problems will still be there because it's all from the top.
Well, the top of Carlton we know is cancer.
And this is the problem. That's why I worry that it just filters through the.
But it does, mate.
The whole
There's
club.
cancers everywhere.
It also filters through the supporter base who just acceptance of this.
Well, they're accepting this, and they've already accepted AFL.
It's starting to turn a little bit from what I've seen in comments. It's really starting to turn, right? Which is great. Yeah, people have had the wool pulled away from their eyes now, right? But I'm just imploring people, sacking a coach or sacking one person is not going to change the whole thing, right?
No.
It may be part of the pawn pieces that you need to move across, right? But what I'm advocating for is for a whole club approach to say, what the bloody hell is going on here? What is going on?
Well, as I said, the first thing would have been, to me, to promote the person, right?
Yeah.
What's her name? Kinnersley. To promote her, who started the program, and then it's gone so bad, to promote her to vice president, always just says to me, really, they don't care.
No.
They don't care. They've announced it, they don't care. Because anyone...
It's about their own moral compass.
Anyway, you know what?
How they feel good.
You know what usually fixes this up?
What?
A coffee.
Let him.
Let's have a coffee, and then we can.
Get another.
They do get
At least they got a
participation. Buongiorno, amigo. Yes, that time of night. I know it gets later and later. Making midnight coffees. I appreciate you staying open. Yes, coffees. Thank you.
They lost again. Oh, true.
Very good. Good start. Interesting start. I
care, mate. I care for my club, bro. People go, oh, don't be too harsh. You know, man, I care.
You didn't get into it, did you?
What?
Did you get?
That can be like banana of the week.
We can hold on that.
All right, so we'll do that later. But there's something else we've got to talk. But that was a little bit strange too, just quietly. But we'll talk about
a little bit.
A little bit strange. So we'll just. You have to pick up the coffees. I can hear the door now.
Oh, fuck. I can't get the coffees. I keep forgetting.
Proudly sponsored by Melbourne Coffee Roasting Company.
Carl 15 at checkout. Thank you for all year.
What do we got? Krispy Kremes.
Got some Krispy Kreme donuts.
So, mate.
Which one do you want?
Whatever.
Oh, actually, I just wanted to show people as well. I got a new little... If you have a look here, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a new little Cristiano Ronaldo wallpaper on my phone. Sí. Sí. Muchas gracias, afición. Esta es por apostro. Sí.
Bloke's absolutely washed. And he's washed as well.
Night.
Let him.
He's washed.
Cheers, big ears.
Cheers, salute. Oh boy. Straight down the Lindsay hatch.
Also, Marino Brothers. Another great year of sponsorships. All right, I got some good stuff coming up.
Okay.
What?
All right, first of all, also we'd like to thank Top Dog Liquor.
Lyndon Hosking. We found out a bit of news about him.
All right,
Which
so
I had no idea.
Tara Lewis, Louise. Is that Lewis?
Louise.
Louise! Tara Louise sent us a message and told us something that we didn't know because we posed the question. He does a boxing. Yeah, it looks like he can box.
Well, and I said, okay, mate, he looks like
He
he
looks
would.
like he can do it. Then all of a sudden we find out he was a boxer. So, Mr. Lyndon Hosking, 1996 Atlanta Olympics.
Hey.
In the welterweight comes 17th.
Bloke's a G,
It's better than 18.
In 1998, Kuala Lumpur Commonwealth Games made it to the semi-finals, lost and finished by winning a bronze medal.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Now you might ask, but can he box? Can he box?
Can he box?
Let's have a look.
Okay.
Here he
Oh,
is.
wow. Got that real boxer's face about him.
Yes, it's with
Got
the
the
big
ear,
beard.
the beautiful beard with it. Yeah.
He's a bit younger here, so he doesn't have a beard.
In the blue.
He's in the blue.
In the blue. Of course he's in the navy, in the blue,
Yeah.
mate. Navy blue singlet.
Go, mate.
Oh,
Come on.
jeez, yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
How's the sponsor in the middle?
Tattersalls.
Tattersalls.
I love it. That was
Where's this in? This is like a town hall or something here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Australia, 100%.
Right.
Get him. So I think this is the second round now. Like it comes in.
Oh, jeez.
That's a nice
Oh,
little
fuck.
hit, man.
Ginnivan grabbed him over the shoulder.
Free kick there.
Here he goes. Here he goes. Come on, mate.
Got a bit of movement about him, bit
Yeah.
of, mate.
I like it. I love the crowd. It's like a real fucking.
I knew there was
Real-
something.
real
I knew
vibrant
there was
crowd.
something
It's full ock.
about
Yeah,
him.
that's it.
It's ock.
Oh, nice.
Get him in the
Oh,
body
that's
shot.
nice.
Oh, mate. Listen to the
Got
the
it!
crowd.
He absolutely.
Hey, mate, that's got to, mate, the
felt
body,
the
to
kidney
knock
shot.
him down with a body shot,
I
mate.
got him with the last shot, but yeah, those 4 or 5 shots at the end.
Jeez.
Yeah, the kidney shots.
Oh, he's down, he's done.
They'll be pissing blood.
There he
Yeah,
is.
here he is.
He's definitely had 1 or 2 broken noses.
Yeah, you can see the boxes.
Yeah.
100%.
You know he's got a bit of a boxer's nose. Zach Bailey from Brisbane.
He's just got a big nose. Really. Bravo there.
Other bloke's got a bit of size about him.
Yeah,
Doesn't
no,
mean
nice,
anything.
nice arms there. There he goes.
Take the trophy and now piss off.
We've got to get him on the show.
I like it.
We'll have to get him
Well,
on
we
the
can't
show.
get him on this week because I was watching his.
He's overseas.
He's overseas.
He's at the UFC.
He's at the fight. He's in.
Wow.
Is he in Las Vegas? I
Yes,
think?
he is. Yeah, UFC
Las
279,
Vegas?
Mars.
No, I haven't been yet. Yeah,
279?
I
Yeah.
watched it today.
Las Vegas, man. Place to be.
Comes
That was
at.
some crazy stuff, bro. Nate Diaz. Fuck.
Comes at as well, yeah. The
I
cum
love it.
shot.
Didn't take a strike. I saw that.
Just fucking
Didn't take a
decked him.
strike. Got him in the first round. Submitted him.
Love it.
He decked him.
I love it. Love boxing, man. I just love it. You know, like being in the boxing ring would be the loneliest place in the world, man. You're up
good.
against the
It's
bloke, and this bloke wants to kill you. You know, like it will be like the loneliest place in the world. You know, it's fantastic. Anyway, so there you go.
Cage
One of our
animals.
sponsors. What a man, what a man. Everybody get onto our channel. Spotify, we've got a big interview this week. Big interview. Get onto the merch.
It is a big interview for
Now-
more things than one as well.
So
Yes.
it's going to be important. It's
Yeah.
going to be important. We're going to talk about this.
Which we'll talk about. Yep.
But, hey,
Ah, yes.
tell us.
This fucking banana forgot his.
Fuck, I didn't get the prompt. No one prompted me.
Oh, just
But-
the messaging that we sent.
But
Just prompt.
Oh, we should have prompted it.
but
I should have kept it here.
League tees.
I'll bring it next
League
week.
tees.
I got
League
the AFCO
tees.
one.
Sent us these tops.
Princess
Princess
Park.
Park.
Princess Park. He's got the
I got
AFCO
the AFCO
t-shirt.
one. AFCO.
Thanks to Anthony Costa for
you.
sending out the
How
gear.
cool are they?
Very cool.
We'll
Mate.
put his,
you know what I
retro,
love?
man.
It's not
Princess
like
Park.
it's not a branded thing or anything.
No.
It's just his own thing that he came
Yeah.
up with. Bit of OG stuff.
We'll put the
You know,
thing
I
down
love
in
it.
the website at the bottom.
It's always
You know what I
printed in.
find ironic, and this is not by anyone, but actually no, we'll get into it later.
Oh,
Say
we'll get
later.
into it
I'll
later.
say
All
it
right.
later.
Another thing I just want to do. Oh, watch this.
Please, sir,
Yep.
I want some more.
What? Ask for more?
There's the leaders of the club looking down at you in their ivory towers.
Want some
I just
more?
like playing that. But yeah, so anyone get on?
JP sponsorship, get on board for next season. It's going to be the biggest season.
Yeah.
Third time is a treat.
We
It
are
is
looking
going
at
to
some
effing
bigger
explode.
things, aren't we, Mars? Next year, like as far as
Content,
content,
images.
images electronically,
Everything.
You know, like different. It's going to be a little bit different again. We're going
Yep.
to move up to the next level. So yeah, so it's good. All right, the other one I just want to mention is happy birthday to Mr. David Parkins. Yes.
Oh, it's his birthday.
Well, it's tomorrow. But
Okay.
it's going to be.
Wait, is in
yesterday.
tomorrow? Is in Monday or is in
Yeah,
Tuesday or
Monday.
Wednesday?
80 years old.
Big
Fuck, fella.
fizzy.
8-0.
Doesn't look it.
No, he doesn't.
I'm telling you, that's
No, he
there.
doesn't actually look 80.
That's
Oh,
there.
yeah.
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 That one where he went. There's still that vision of him when he went off in the coach's box on the phone.
Oh,
Yeah, get him off
he's
the
the best.
ground.
actually spoke to a player today. He rang me about someone else, but spoke to a player today, and we talked about David Parkins, and he goes on the 1981, 82 fucking reunion they just had. They were all up on stage.
Yeah.
And someone ran on stage that wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Parkins at 79, get off here, you're not supposed to be here. Good. And this particular player said, and we all like arched up and ready to fight.
Oh, you're kidding? Oh, really?
So that's the type of man he is. So yeah, happy birthday. Anyway, we've reached
Happy
episode
birthday.
52, sorry.
Far out.
Proudly brought to you by North Seafood and Grill, the Big
We went to
Anger.
see him during the week.
Far out.
Jeez, can he talk?
So he's organising some things for himself. So look out for some social media from the Big
Yes.
Anger. It's going to be good. So yeah, get down there. How good is food?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
telling
actually
you
really
now.
nice, mate. That
Go
thing I got
down
was
there.
bloody
Hey,
beautiful.
we had a
Get the
look.
mixed
His
grill.
rating is almost a 5.
Mate, it's a 4.8 out of like 5 on Google reviews from like nearly 200 reviews.
Yeah, get down there, Zach.
Mate,
Fuck, what a
and the
chat
ice
we
cream
had.
looks mint as well. I didn't get.
yeah.
He begged
Well,
us. He's like, yeah, come on, go. And it's all right. We're like, no, didn't have any, but we're gonna have some when we go again.
He's good. So
Sick in the head.
he wore a high number 2. I think he wore a 56 or something.
Did he?
Yeah, something really high. Really high. For what?
First game
Yeah,
or
something
second game, yeah.
So there are only 2 players. So the first player is this bloke here, Neil Gangan.
How do you spell it?
Gaghan.
Gangan. Gangan.
Gag.
Han.
I reckon it's just Neil
Gagan.
Garn.
Gan.
I reckon it's Neil Garn.
Gagan.
All right.
Anyway, Neil Garn.
So he
Neil
played
Gagan. Yeah.
3 games,
0 goals.
0 goals. Was part of the 86 reserve premiership side. There was a lot
Okay.
of them. In 87 was one of the 2 players that went to Brisbane when the Bears were first
Formed, yes.
formed. Remember that each team had
Had
to
to
give up a
Correct.
player,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
He ended
Yep.
up playing 3 games for them.
Yep.
But we got some vision of him.
Do we really?
Yeah, 3 games. Have a look.
Thank goodness he's not operating the photo
Neil
camera in
Garn?
the Melbourne Cup.
We'll find out.
At half forward still, a long handball by Gagan put out towards
Oh, Gagan.
Gagan.
Gagan. Used to be a house at my high school
There's
called
Kenny.
Gagan.
Oh, what's it?
Yeah, it was spelled differently. Geoghan.
Oh, I thought you were about to say G-O.
Gogogg.
The go
Mobile.
Gagan.
Gagan. There.
That was a little bit of a...
McClure. Oh, Sellers. Oh,
There you
gives
go.
the hands.
Can he find someone?
Of
Oh,
course he can.
Who's that? That's
They're not
Cooker.
gonna stuff
That's
this
Cooker
up, are
Millis.
they? Oh,
Shit.
shit.
That's not a free kick now, anyway.
There's Tommy Alvin.
Yeah.
Off to Gagan. Bang along. I love it. Go,
Oh, go, Gagan!
That was sick.
Little Shazza.
Go, Gagan. This is like raw footage, you know, you can hear like the...
This is AFL?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. No commentary too.
There is some footage, like, remember
Just
we had
none.
another one of
Yeah,
like the
just
North...
no commentary.
How's a handball from Sellers? Look at this. Chains.
Here's the ball up once again. A chance.
Oh,
Good tackle.
Go.
Picking it up was Shine. A hurried kick going out in face of goal.
Missed
Picked up
it.
by Gagan.
No.
Into the square. I think it's bounced through.
this is what I found strange. There's a goal there, but
But it's not
no
included on
goals.
the
Now,
thing. Maybe it was a pre-season or
It
something
could have
else.
been maybe a pre-season,
Okay.
yeah. Look at the...
Dirty Mo.
Look at the corner.
Maybe the
I
reserves.
love it.
Could be the reserves.
So there you go,
you
Mr.
go.
Gagan. Hey, you'll know this bloke.
Will I? Let's see.
Heath.
Oh!
Heath. Not Heath.
David Clark?
No,
Nah, it's
Heath
Heath.
is correct.
Fuck, like Heath.
He played in 99 to 01,
Heath
played
Knight
15 games for
Hold
5
on.
goals. Picked 6 in the
Cahill?
98 rookie draft. Headed back to Castlemaine in 02. And then moved to Norwood in 06. Do you know that?
It's,
Cahill?
Yes.
Caulfield? Cahill?
I don't know.
Colpert.
Colpert.
Colpert. Heath who?
Colpert.
Can't remember.
But the face is familiar.
You
The
know
face is
why?
very
I was
familiar.
having a look through it, like just
Oh, that's how
all
you
these
think that.
dead shit. Like,
There's only 2.
not
Oh,
for this
just
week.
him.
I was just having a look at like all the teams back in the
There-
day, like playing
there
with
you
the
go.
main jersey and shit.
Wow.
All right. So, on Friday... Yeah, that was it. There's no
On
vision.
Friday.
No vision on him. On Friday, there was a sad passing of one of our players, right?
Yep.
His name was Mario Bortolotto. Now, he played only 30 games
How many flags?
for 2 flags
Solid record.
and 1 goal, you know. So, I've put something together for him. So, have a look at this. So, he also did play 14 games for Geelong.
You got vision of his only goal.
Yep.
Was it the one?
From the back.
You'll
No,
see
that
it.
was Marcasieri.
Bortolotto.
There you
That
go,
goal against the
Bortolotto.
Bulldogs.
Kelly's kick straight up the centre of the ground. McCann in the front position. Punts
2
away
flags.
Yeah, look
When
at
did
this.
he play? What were his flags? 81, 82?
81, 82.
Jeff Southwood is completely
Look
clear.
at this. Oh, it's a Roddy Ashman. But look at
the
him.
helmet.
Watch this. Yeah, no helmet. In the early days, he didn't wear it.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at this. He keeps running past, picks
Ah.
up the ball,
Got running.
gives a little bit of candy.
Ah! Go and kick the goal,
Go on,
son!
go on.
Oh, God!
Ah, shit.
Here he goes. Good mark. Oh, look at the tackle. That one was a Dermot Brereton too, I think.
Yeah. 23.
I listened to what the commentary. He thought it was a plate of ravioli, he said.
Imagine if they said that now.
know.
Mate. Be crucified.
I love that though. He thought it was a
great.
plate of ravioli.
Ravioli.
Fucking beautiful.
Bit of
That's
personality.
what it's all about.
Bit of colour, bit of personality.
Bit of candy again.
Oh yes, he loves a little bit of the hips.
Bortolotto, look at him go. He's chasing after the ravioli.
That's it. Oh, nice mark.
Why
Yeah.
do people get upset with that now? I don't understand, mate.
Bortolotto, former Geelong.
Part of your culture. It's a laugh.
At the back is Bortolotto.
Probably true, to be honest.
Now he got underneath it pretty well. That was a good
That's
mark
like
by
850s
Bortolotto
now.
going with the flood of the ball.
That's like
Talk
200.
about a handball, but it's a 15-metre penalty
Yeah,
to
going
the former
15
Geelong
those
player.
days.
Yeah.
Just short of
Good at this stage in the game, only
That's
2 or
it,
3
young
minutes
man.
on. Bortolotto, good half-back flank.
Get a grass name too, Bortolotto.
Bortolotto.
Nugent almost thrown
Yeah, in
out.
the
It's a
back.
push in the
Yep.
back.
Free
Free
kick.
kick
Quick
going
play on.
away. Mario
Now they would have
Bortolotto
brought him
his
back.
free
Behind the
kick
mark,
was
behind the
beautiful.
mark.
As Spencer puts
Go,
the nose
Dill.
up.
Oh,
Dill puts it down. It's well taken by Bortolotto, who was looking for the hand pass.
another short pass again.
Oh, here it
Here
is.
it is.
yes, son. Go on and
sausage.
kick it.
It's a sausage.
We lose that game?
Oh, don't know.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah,
24
we got-
goals to
got
6. Jeez.
Smashed.
There he is holding the cup hand, so yeah.
57 to 22. What does that make? 6.
Well, they were making 43, 65.
Wow.
So there you go.
Rest in peace. Right. Premiership player. Jesus.
So there you go. There was, yeah, so unfortunately people passed away.
They do. That's a loss.
As I said, now, I did speak to a particular player today
Yes.
And we spoke about him because he told me about
That's
him.
a good little nice way to, well, I mean, obviously,
Yeah,
someone to
100%.
pass away, but just
100%,
nice how that all tied up for you.
He didn't get many games, like 30 games over 3 years.
30 more than us.
He played 14 for Geelong, and then you know how we found out he wasn't on the list at Geelong. So on presentation night, I think
He wasn't at the list.
Why?
Why he wasn't on the list, or why he got delisted.
The way he got delisted.
Yeah.
Right? They were at presentation night.
Yeah.
They're presenting the tops. I think he wore number 29.
Yeah.
When it came to his number,
Someone else got
they
it.
called someone else up. And then they went up to him, the selection panel, and told him,
That's it.
thanks for coming. That's how he found out. That's why he never forgave Geelong after that, yeah?
That's fair enough. That's a kick in the face.
So then he got picked up by Carlton, didn't play a lot of games. Now, both his grand finals, like he didn't play a lot of games during the year, and then he just happened to make it like something
Through
happened. For
injuries.
example, in 82, Ottston got injured
Yeah.
in the game before.
Okay.
He gets a call up and wasn't important, especially in 82, like he gave a few whippings, maybe. He was a tough bloke, yeah. So, and they were saying, it was a very respected player. And so, yeah, that's it.
How long was he at the club for?
I think, I've got
5
it here.
years?
No, he was there from 81 to about at the end of 83, I think.
Oh, so like 2-3 years. Fuck.
That's it, 30 games.
Very efficient, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, well,
two
two
flags,
premierships.
bloody hell.
2 premierships there, so always be remembered. So there you go. All right, so this week we're going to do a special feature on this man here. Who's that?
Kenny Hunter.
I love him. Seriously, he was my favourite. I told everyone I don't wear jumpers. I only wore one jumper when I was a kid, and that was the only number I wore. This bloke was as good as you get, man. 147 games, 160 goals, premiership play 81, 82, 87, best and fairest in 81, leading goal kicker in 84 with 43 goals.
Ah, shit.
Right? Carlton Hall of Fame, Carlton Team of the Century, AFL Hall of Fame. What else you want to have? Let's have a look at some highlights.
Which premiership didn't he remember? 87?
82.
Get knocked out.
Yeah. When he came, I'm telling you, look at him. He was just a
Slight, slender.
but he was courageous.
They always are. Always those players.
And he was very quietly spoken.
Went out and did his job.
And he still ended up kicking like 160 goals as a defender. He would go for his mark. He backed himself every time. For that.
Oh, fuck. Mark.
Shut up. Get away from me, Dakes. Remember, best and fairest premiership year
Gotta be a good player.
in his first year. Bang!
That's a gross mark.
What a magnificent mark. It finally picked up by Bruns. Back it goes. Oh, look at that. What a mark. That's threes.
50.
That was a
That's 100.
magnificent mark again.
Making position was Blake, one-handed. It comes down to Hunter.
He had this awkward kicking
Kicking
style.
style, yeah.
But it's a beautiful sausage
It's like
roll,
leant
Chicks.
over and
A magnificent sausage roll. Straight through the high diddle-diddle.
That's all you used to hear. Hunter, it's a great
Great
mark.
mark.
Always, that's all you used to
Oh,
hear.
the fucking my dad loved him.
Look at this goal, man.
He does not.
Oh,
Surely not. Are you
the-
kidding me?
So what's that answer?
Oh!
In the answer
That's gone
cup.
through.
What a cracker.
Phil Malin, wobbly old punt, puts Carlton into attack. McClure.
Oh,
Fuck.
Jesus.
That's a serious mark. With McClure coming the other way, fucking hell, mate. That's Starkelia,
Look, he
mate.
had some
Mate,
pace
big
around him too.
balls.
I'm telling you, I could have had 2 hours of highlights.
ball across to Wiley. Wiley's tried hard for
Oh, there he
goes.
A little bit of leverage.
That's the way to deter players from
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And gets up.
might have hurt him.
Like straight up, man.
Carroll's kick is back to centre field again.
Ah.
You know, and he's taking these marks and it's just like, oh, yep, on we go, my
Oh,
God.
mate, what a mark.
And he just keeps on going, that's right.
towards the flank. Hunter will come across again.
Clunk.
Look how well he reads it.
Just clunk.
Go forward for his side. up towards full forward.
Oh.
And Hunter come across. And it's
I didn't see him take that. Like he just.
Oh, going back with the flight. Back in those days too, mate, you lose your head. Now it's like, a little bit of elevation.
Oh,
Takes off with the handball.
I love how they used to handball back in the day. It used to be
Yeah.
like a leading, and
Yeah.
like it was always high up.
Yeah, that's it.
It was
Like
always
that's
high
it.
up.
how many,
Yeah.
how many speckers is
'Cause they
he
used to,
Mate, I'm telling you, every week, man.
see what I mean? Like people
Outrageous.
clobber you. Like you
Yeah.
get clobbered and nothing will happen.
And in those days, you knew that you
You're
were going to
gonna
get
die.
clobbered.
You're gonna die. Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
Like
in front of sticks.
You're more
Is that
protected.
in front of sticks?
You're more protected now.
So this is an 87 and that. 86, 87.
Reece Jones.
Look,
Look at him.
Look at those things.
He's got the
Three
long
mountains.
locks.
He surely could have gone all the way from there.
Ah.
No, set it up. Sticks.
Yeah.
There's a big dominator.
Oh.
Fuck, clunk.
Look at him.
Dirty, wispy hair. I love it. It's dirt. Oh,
Yeah, guy at home, a little bit of fade. Yeah, sausage.
Far out. Let's grouse.
I'm telling you, the highlights. He's a beautiful man. When he played, and now when you speak to him, he is superb. And I'm telling you, gentlemen. So we got together with him, and we talked. Half the interview was about him, and he's got some grouse stories in there. Some grouse, how he come over, just a different time, and then we get into the fifth quarter.
Put it up on the screen.
It's going to be
Got a
up on
logo
the
there,
screen.
up
It's
there,
all
yep,
done there,
yep.
and he'll explain what this is all about.
Yep.
So let's have a
Cool.
look at this. All right, and here we have him, Mr. Kenny Hunter. How are you, mate?
Good on you, Rocco. Good to see you, mate.
Welcome back, Kenny.
Good on you, Vince.
Welcome back to the
you
jumper
too.
punch.
Back to the jumper punch.
Back to the
This
jumper
is like
punch.
the bookends. We had you at the start of the season
Yeah.
with Wayne Johnson, and
Yeah, the dominator.
now we've got you on your own.
Oh, it's great to be here.
Yeah,
Post-season.
before we get one of the great finals players.
Yes, it's of course final season at the moment,
Yeah.
so unfortunately Carlton's not there, but you wouldn't have had too many occasions where you weren't part of the finals.
No, I was very lucky, actually. I don't think there was a year that I played at Carlton that we weren't in the finals. So.
Is
Oh,
that
really?
right?
So
Yeah.
for the whole period, so from 81,
Yeah,
we
so-
never missed the finals.
No.
Not until 1989.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
89 we missed out,
And-
And I came
and
in
1990
81.
we missed out.
Yeah, so
And when did you
I
finish
finished
up?
in end of 88. So,
It's a bit of a coincidence. And then they don't make the final as soon as you leave.
well, no, it was...
Can you come back and play?
Yeah, no, look, I consider myself very fortunate that,
Yeah.
you know, one of the things that was made loud and clear to me when I first got to Carlton was that we're expected to make finals, and then we'll see how good you are. So,
Right.
I mean, we all played that we knew that we're going to be in the finals, and hopefully try and win a grand final.
Yeah, well, the culture was a lot different back then, wasn't it? I mean, finals was almost didn't even have to be mentioned. That making the finals was the minimum
That was a
expectation.
given, wasn't
that was
it?
a given,
Yeah,
wasn't
it was expected. It really was, and it was ingrained into you as soon as you walked into the club, and you know, and even throughout the season, even when we were playing mediocre sides sometimes and got beaten, that we knew that when it really counted, that we'd be able to get up and at least compete in the finals.
So we.
But hang on, when you and Bazasto came to Carlton,
Yep.
he fired all of his shots pretty early, didn't he? He won the Mark of the Year and Goal of the Year in the same year,
He did.
in 1981, the first year.
Yep.
What did he get for getting Mark of the Year?
I don't know what he was.
I think it was a
that
bicycle, wasn't it?
Oh no, that was that might have been 83.
Was it?
Yeah, I won the
No, 81 is when he got his Mark of the Year and Goal of the Year. Then in 83,
yeah.
you got something a fair bit better than that. When you took Mark of the Year in 1983.
I did, and I won a car.
That's the best.
He must be spewing about
He
that.
wasn't happy. He rang up Channel 7 and said my mark was better than his.
Yeah, that'd be right.
And he won it on ABC. And,
Yes.
And he won a bike
Because he needed. Yeah, there you go. See?
And you want to go?
He won it on the ABC where you know.
Yeah.
You just got to get the state
I
government
reckon
money.
Buzz would have rang up and asked for, "Where's my car?" Like,
Yeah,
Sorry, he wasn't happy. I said, mate, you can come and polish my car anytime.
You can come over on your bike.
Come over on your bike. And
So well, of course, your career finished in 1988, and you had some struggles as a person.
Yep.
Post career, and that's been widely reported now. In fact, I think you were the first to talk about this as a player that struggled with life, I guess, post football career, and now you're doing quite a lot to try and help other players in that situation. You want to tell us a bit about that?
yeah, I guess it was more like in 1988 when I was probably dropped for the first time in my career, and we were heading towards the finals, and I wanted to be part of it. And was halfway through because I always considered myself to be a good finals player. So, but I was in and out of the team, and I was getting prescribed sleeping pills by the doctor, and then stronger ones. And before I knew it, I was heading down into
Slippery path.
Yeah, into a place that I didn't know who I was anymore, or what was going on. I thought I was going insane, to be honest. And at the very end, I was institutionalised into a hospital, and I thought this isn't the way I want to end my career in a psychiatric hospital. So I had 1 year left on my contract, and I thought, well, I just want to play one game, just one game, so I can leave the game on my own terms and be mentally healthy. So I set myself to go about doing that, and I was able to get back the following year and play 5 games, and I was able to retire. So at least I left the game the way I'd like to go. The other way wasn't too good.
No.
Not to finish like that.
No.
So that's something I was very proud of. And then anyway, it got to the point where I was probably 8 or 9 years later, and I knew that there was a lot of rumours going around at the time as to what happened to me, but no one really knew the truth. And Caroline Wilson rang me up, and she said, "Well, I know what happened to you." And I said, "Well, you don't. I'm the only one that really knows what happened to me."
Yeah, of course.
And she said, "Well, would you be prepared to talk about it?" And I knew straight away that I would, because for me, growing up as a kid, I'd seen mental health in society, and I came from a poor background initially, and then went to a poor to a rich area, and I saw the same issues. Doesn't matter whether you're poor or rich. There was mental illness, and there was domestic violence, there was alcoholism, all those things I saw. So when I was asked about it directly, I thought, well, I'm not ashamed of this, and I'm not going to hide behind it. But I needed to cover it off with my family and where I worked, and I spoke to Parko and my wife, and they didn't want me to do it at the time because they thought they were trying to protect me because no one had spoken about it publicly, really.
Was there sort of a stigma around this?
Yeah,
to some extent.
There was, and I wanted
to even come out and admit to it.
Yeah, there was, and I thought about it for about 6 weeks, and then spoke to my wife and to Parko, and I was working at CEB at the time, and went and spoke to them as well because I worried about the impact it might have on my career. And anyway, I decided to do the story, and came out on the back page of the Age, revealed how football nearly devoured Ken Hunter, basically. And before I knew it, it was just all around Australia that I was getting phoned up by radio, TV stations, football clubs, people that had been suffering, and I knew it was big, but I didn't know how big it was, and it just overwhelmed me. Pretty much. And every time there was a mental illness in society, I was getting rung up by people wanting my opinion. I said, "Listen, I'm just trying to create awareness. I'm not an expert in this area." So, and the reason I wanted to talk about it because I wanted people to know that it happens in sport, and you can get through it. You're not on your own. And I wanted the AFL to know there's an underlying issue in the game. And that was why I wanted to speak about it. Back then there was no Beyond Blue, there was no Black Dog, there was no Suicide Australia, there's no support services, so it was a big risk. and I didn't know how it was going to play out. But
All right, and there you go, mate. And there's the great Kenny Hunter. So as you can see, we talk a little bit. He tells you the story about, the funny story about, you heard about him and the Buzz when he won his...
Mark of the year.
Yeah. He got a car, but when Buzz won it, it was like a year before. He only got a bike. He goes, he can come over and polish my car whenever he wants, you know.
And that fifth quarter thing
and
that
then
you've got
we
there.
started talking about. So you see what that's about. So when Kenny, first of all, during his playing time, he got into some hard times, depression. He couldn't get back into the side, and his whole thing was to get back, and he did, you know. And then after that, after years after that, as many footballers do, they find it hard, you know.
To transition from that.
And he was one of the first people. He goes, those days there was no, what is it?
AFLPA.
No, not even. The blue. What's the
Beyond Blue.
Beyond Blue and all that. There was none of
Who
that.
started that? Jeff Kennett?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, he was part of that, yeah. So there was none of that. There was nowhere to go. And he was one of the first ones who came out, and he had a big interview with Caroline Wilson, and that was the first time they came out about how he struggled. And even during his playing times, they institutionalised him. They put him in hospital, and they were just giving him more and more tap. That's how they used to deal with stuff. Yeah. And then it just got worse. So now he's been talking to the AFL and trying to get some funding to get this all up and going. AFL, if you're listening, you just got $4.8 billion. You did. $4.8 billion.
Deal.
Mate, hand over some money, you tight asses, right? Hand over some money, stop your bloody overseas trips and that, and hand over some money, because this is not only about helping footballers, but just I'll tell you another thing that, you know, like the AFL, the PA and all that.
Yep.
If you don't play senior game, you don't get any help from them.
No, that's it.
You have to play one senior game.
Really? Okay.
So you could be in the list for like 4 or 5 years, not get a senior game, and you don't get help from them. Now, they want to not only help the AFL, he wants to get it to where they help all sports.
Awesome.
All sports.
That's a great vision.
All of you.
All of you.
He wants to help all of you. Right? And so it's well on the way. It's not all the way there, but let's hope that he can get this going.
Fantastic. That's a great name for it as well.
Fifth quarter. So everyone get on, watch, and everyone watch this interview. I trust me, it's one of the best interviews. He's such a good talker, and and then he talks about this, and I'm telling you, it's fascinating what he
was
went
very jovial, very happy to see you and Vince.
Oh, he loves it.
Not that anyone's not happy to see you, but it's just
he loves it. Yeah.
It's nice, you know.
He loves it. He gave us his opinion on
but, you know,
the team and everything.
You're a Neanderthal though.
Wow. That's another thing we can talk about later. Neanderthal. That's what we've turned into, apparently.
Oh, fuck it, I don't care. We all come from apes anyway.
Yeah, we do.
So
we do. And
you're a Neanderthal as well, you dickhead.
Some haven't evolved.
Yeah.
Still dragging their knuckles along.
Some should.
But what are we here for?
The fucking wolves by the Vikings.
Some have turned into furries.
Yeah, that too.
What are we here for?
What are we here for?
All right. First thing off the agenda here is straight away. Let's go into this.
All right.
No, it's not on there, but it's going to be on the bottom. It's going to be on the bottom now. Lewis Young.
Oh, yes.
Last
okay,
week.
yeah.
So he's on the bottom.
How do we miss him?
I don't know.
How do we miss Lewis Young?
All of you. Yeah. All of you.
I'm not blaming anyone. It's our fault.
I don't know how that happened. I missed him. You missed him.
I missed
him. Did you even put him down? Like in your
I don't think
points?
So.
Because I forgot
I didn't have anything in my
I did. I had him in there.
But we just forgot him to go. All right, let's do it now.
All right, my 3 words. Surprised nearly everyone. 7.7 out of 10.
I wrote surprised. Most improved, I think. 7 out of 10.
Yep.
The best dead shit we've ever recruited. I'll give him an 8.1.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
I'm telling you. Because when he was when everything went down in that back line, he stood up.
He did. It's fantastic.
That's all we can ask for,
How many times did he do like 100% efficiency.
But that's how many. That's what we
But
asked
he did
for.
it a
isn't
few
it?
times.
Big spoils. And
Come in, do a job, there.
100%.
good stuff.
Do a job.
All right.
Now we get to this.
Now we get to this one. So I've done a
okay,
little bit of
let's
graphics.
go.
Everyone have a look
Yep.
at this. We got delistings and re-signings.
Yep. Well.
So the first one is your delistings. Let's go through these.
Yep.
Let's go through these.
Stocker.
Omac, Parks and
And
Hayes.
Hayes, yep.
Did we miss anyone? Not the
No.
moment. All right, let's start.
Nunes. Jack Nunes.
We did too.
Who
Sorry,
wasn't
sir.
offered a contract. Yeah.
Jack Nunes. Yep. All right. So now tell me.
Yep.
Let's start. We'll
Yep.
just do a quick one on each of them, right?
Yep.
Stocker.
Told you.
There was a big outcry on it.
Spoke for itself. It's not good enough.
There was a big outcry. All the people that were writing, even Andy Marr had to get into it and say, here's our... what did he write? He wrote...
We have to sign him. Anyone in the AFL thing listening to this or reading this, Liam Stocker is a required player.
He's a required player.
Oh, is he?
That's what he wrote.
No
was.
Well, see, this is the thing when you...
not
And I
good
was
enough.
actually going to screenshot a lot of those and send them to Pommy. I'm like, tell me you know nothing about AFL and VFL without telling me you know nothing about AFL and VFL. But, I've watched it all year and we said it on the show Sunday, mate. When you actually take the time to go out, watch the vision, watch them play, have a look at them closely, you can understand why he was not offered a new contract, right? And the reason he wasn't offered a new contract, with all the information that our coach, our list manager, and those people who make the decisions, all the information that they had suggested that he was not going to be a required player as a small defender because we've got about 8,000 of them. And he was not going to make the midfield because his numbers deteriorate in VFL. And how is he going to manage that in the midfield at AFL level? And you can't be like... We've got better players who can pinch hit through the midfield for the minutes that we would play Stocker in there for. Yeah. And but the problem is that people are going to be angry because we moved heaven and earth to get him, right? And I understand that, right? But the thing is, you've also got to look back at it and think, well, hang on a minute.
Wrong.
I think
that's right. You've got to move on from it.
And I think what Sauce said, Silvani said, look, the knock on him is his tank and all that. But you would think 3 to 4 years in an AFL system, you can build it up, blah, blah, blah. So is the onus on us from a development point of view, or is the onus on him? It's both. There's a myriad of factors.
Yeah.
A myriad of factors.
Yeah.
So I didn't lose sleep over it.
No. And when you hear what we kind of heard from the inside, the thing is, man, he wasn't even getting minutes in the reserves in the middle because he didn't have the tank.
Well, he doesn't have the tank,
Right, so how's he going to come into
and
a
people say,
side
the funny one is?
The pressure's high.
What's it? You know what the best one is?
Apparently.
He didn't get given an opportunity in the midfield. But he trained 5 days a week.
They would see it. And we had at one stage we were without 3 of our prime midfielders
out of the team.
And he couldn't get in there. Admittedly,
couldn't
he
even
played
get like
in the back line.
Couldn't even get 10 minutes, 5 minutes.
He got in the back line, and they didn't put him in the middle.
Yeah.
Instead, what they did was they got Doc, and they put him in the middle.
Yeah. And that just tells you everything.
That tells you everything. You know what I mean? Now, there's no knock against the kid, and hopefully he gets to another club and whatever. And everyone keeps talking about his toughness and that. Yeah, but that only gets you so far.
It ain't the 80s anymore.
Right. It's not about so he was tough and that.
You can't just be on a list because you're tough.
Right. So
they're all tough.
It was just weird. I wish that some of the people out there that were so outraged by Stocker were outraged about not making the...
Correct. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Kill your outrage for what matters.
They were more outraged about that than they were about that.
Some of the stuff I was looking, I read some shit like LOB. How does he get a contract?
Well, see, okay, now
that's
I want
fucked up.
This
and
is
then
what I want to say.
It's 2 different, we're talking...
2 different players.
Yeah, but
different positions.
Bloke played like nearly 20 games this year,
He played nearly every game.
He missed 1 or 2.
He probably played 3 bad games. What are these people watching?
He held that wing, right?
And then I heard...
Exactly what we needed. We were driving out for someone just to hold that
wing.
He's not at the top of the tree as wingmen are, right?
Isn't he like... What? No, he's...
Who?
O'Brien.
O'Brien.
He's like
He was
mate,
good.
he's our starting winger.
No, for us,
Yeah.
I'm saying starting, and people still bag him. You know what I mean? Like,
You know
it's
what?
got nothing to do with
If he was traded, I'll tell you 90% of the competition would get him.
100%.
Yeah, bloody oath. Bloody oath.
But with Stocker, and what we've also heard is his attitude was a little bit.
Well, that's hot from Sam Edmund, who's
Stinks.
he's pretty good with his stuff.
I'm telling you, like, so everyone just relax, man. The club can see that if your attitude isn't there, man, there's something wrong.
One player doesn't make the fucking
If
club.
your teammates can't trust you,
And now you reminded me of something. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too much into things, right?
Yep.
Maybe I'm looking too much into things, but maybe there's something in this. Remember when he kicked his first goal?
no one went around
No
him. No
one
one
went
really
up
got
to
around
him.
Now,
him.
all right, then you go, oh, why? All right, maybe they
yeah.
forgot.
Yeah.
Had a bit of a
But how do you forget?
bit of a brain thing, and they forgot, right? Maybe. But I look at it and go, not one player went up to him. Now, I don't know. I don't know.
It's done now.
He's gone.
It's
See you
something.
later.
It's
Good luck to
something,
him.
So
Good luck
maybe,
to him.
but good luck to him. The other one, good luck to Omac. He's not going.
Well, I got. Mate, must have been wrong, but I thought they were keen to
Keep him.
re-sign him. But they must have looked at and said, look, fuck Marchbank, McGovern, and all that.
And I reckon
gonna have
there's
a little bit
also
of faith in
something to
there.
do with the injury.
Of course, yeah.
The back injury.
How old is he?
26,
He
27.
wouldn't be that old if he was still. I reckon if he was still in good nick, because in actual
He'd
fact,
play
when he did
twos.
play,
He'd play twos.
Yeah. Well, he was ahead of Young.
yeah, and young. So anyway, so he's gone. Parks, here there. He was another one that did one great
tackle
like
on
he jumped
Tipper
in,
Woody.
Tigger, and then they keep doing it. But
People
again,
hold on to small things in life, mate.
then there was Nooms who, let's say, look,
Just surplus to
how
requirements.
are we going to
that's all.
keep, like, you know, you just
Yeah.
can't
Well,
keep that up.
obviously, Akers and Scholl look like. Well, Akers looks
That's
a
right.
lock. That looks
That's
like it's going to. So that's your replacement, isn't
And
it?
there's still that word of Ed Curnow could be given a contract.
Well, from what we hear and what we see, he's going to
you
be.
never
given
know.
A year.
So, like, how many of these, like, you're going to keep? So that's it. And the other one, which I was a little bit surprised,
Will Hayes,
was Hayes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
didn't really get a chance.
Yeah.
Did a lot in the VFL.
Stiff.
Had his one chance, and he did all right. Then he got suspended.
Wonder if he'll stay with Carlton VFL.
Maybe rookie again.
Well, he was. I don't know.
But wasn't he a rookie?
He was a
so
rookie.
that'd be weird, wouldn't it?
I don't know if he'll stay with Carlton VFL. Anyway.
All right, so now we go to the re-signing. So again, we just spoke to him about O'Brien.
Yeah.
Of
Deserves
course
his
you're gonna
contract.
get- What did he
Deserved
get?
it.
2 years.
2 years.
Deserves
And he
it, mate.
deserved it. He deserved. I'm
Deserves
telling you, he was one of the most improved. for the
He's a
year.
player again with, another player in there and another pre-season under his belt. Little bit of confidence that he had from this year, that he belongs in the system.
Yeah.
Mate, all the power to him. All the power to him.
Always.
Yeah.
Well,
Would
he-
surprise a few, but I mean, there are
he
numbers
got,
there that
did
you
he get one or
suggested.
two?
One.
One.
He got one, and I think that's right.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
Yep.
Always had a lot of opportunities.
Yep.
I reckon what kept him there, his pressure acts and all that.
Tackles inside 50.
Very, very
but it's
good.
It's got to result to
But
something
we
more
got to
now.
be. I'm telling you. Look at Ginnivan. We got to start kicking
You
goals.
got to hold these players
You
accountable,
got to
mate.
kick goals, mate.
You got to hold
That's
them
what you're there
accountable.
for.
Yeah. That's true.
Forward.
Yeah.
Forward equals goals.
You can't,
Full stop.
even if you're tackling inside 50, putting pressure, it
Still
doesn't
gotta kick
absolve you
goals.
from kicking goals.
That's right.
Yeah.
So the other one is Cottrell. He got 2 years.
Deserves his spot.
100%.
Deserves his spot.
Now at the start of the year, I was a bit
Absolutely
worried
deserves his
about Cottrell.
Yeah, I think we all were. We all were.
Definitely
We all
gone. He
And
had a
I-
Sharpie next to his name ready.
Nice, man. What he did was very, very nice.
Yep. Sam Durden surprised me.
Well, that's the surprise.
That really surprised me.
But
I think they're going to keep him. Well, it was
I
either
think
him
it's
or
a-
Oscar McDonald.
yeah, and that's the thing, and that's the
It's
thing, and
one
I
or
think
the
they
other.
maybe see they'll give him a little bit more chance.
He'll just play twos all year.
Yep.
He's not going to play in the ones.
Yep.
No, he won't
Play twos.
He was okay against Richmond. He was all
He
right.
looked like he belonged.
He was all right.
But then he got injured.
He was
and
all right.
it was all over.
He was all right.
I think he just the twos, and if he gets
Yeah,
in,
no, that's of course.
Hey, listen,
of course.
strong pre-season. You never know. Right? Anyway,
Good on
honey.
What do you get? 1 or 2?
One.
I got one. So they're giving the small forwards not much. They're saying, right.
I don't think
you
they've given
have-
anyone much, to be honest.
No.
Which I don't know, those players don't deserve long contracts. I don't think any player should be on.
One
that.
is live, but one is saying to you.
Yeah, but it makes
Yeah,
them
yeah,
play
yeah.
good
2
football.
is going all right.
Yeah.
It makes you hungry though.
Yeah.
I got to.
But one is like saying to you, mate, this is it.
when you're out of contract and you know you got to play
But they're
good,
young
mate, you got to
players,
turn it
man,
on.
like, this is really the pressure. Now, with Honey and Owies, right, and even Durden,
Yep.
the other Durden, the little Durden.
Corey.
Durden. Man, this year, man, I want to start seeing something. Man.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Output.
She's third year.
Output.
Had a, how many games did he play?
This year,
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, so 3. And even though he had
3 to
3,
5,
Yeah.
I was expecting a little bit more.
Yeah, of
from him.
course, I was as well, yeah. I think, look, it's not that it's just an excuse, but had the knee, the quad, the calf, like, it just,
so that's
when
why
you
they-
get interrupted in the year, it just kills your momentum.
That's why they
man.
gave him another year. And they
Yeah,
go,
yeah.
"Listen."
And that half forward role, we need to see if we can potentially get him involved there. So,
100%,
anyway.
man. I'm
Young,
telling you,
Scopey,
this year,
we'll see.
man, we should be seeing, like, between those 3 forwards, should be seeing 70, 80
Happy
goals.
for him to have a spot on the
Easy.
list.
The benchmark's minimum 50.
Well, we saw what the benchmark with these
50,
other
60.
players are.
The
Yeah,
one who I'm so
30,
happy,
40 goals.
the one who I'm so happy we've kept is Jordan Boyd.
And this is the last one.
Yeah,
So
So happy we've
That's
kept him. man.
Stocker, see you later, Boyd, you
Mate,
stay.
this kid, I'm telling you, he's my asterisk for next year, man.
He's got a beautiful kick on him.
He's going to be a player, this kid, if he isn't already, mate. I really like
So
what I
that's
see with him,
second
man.
half of the year when he came in and played as going before he got injured.
Yep.
He
He got
impressed me.
injured against
Broke his foot
Richmond.
against Richmond
Yeah.
and looked,
And he
mate.
looked really good.
He was on that game.
And this is the thing, you know, with Boyd and Stocker, Omac and Durden, this is the thing. They're deciding, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's it. That's it. It's position for position.
We've got to keep them. We're going to can't keep them.
Well, that's what I mean. Well, look at it. This is
And
the
plus, we're going to
argument.
empty a little bit of the list if
Well,
we want
this
to put
is,
some players
this is
in.
the argument for Stocker as a small defender, yeah? And this is what I keep going through. You ain't getting it. He's not getting in ahead of Doherty, Sard, Williams, Newman, Boyd.
Nah, Boyd's ahead of him now.
He ain't getting in ahead of those blokes.
Off like 2 games, he went past him.
Now that everyone wants him
And
in the
that's
midfield,
5 players who can play a
and
similar
in the
role.
midfield, no way he's getting in front of
I'd
him.
have, I'd have Dow ahead of him. Dow's ahead of him.
Yeah, it is.
Dow's ahead of
Of
him.
course.
So you're 7th, 8th, 9th. And if you're going to play him in the midfield, right, and say, okay, well, we're going to try to turn him into midfielder, who have they decided between? They've given Curnow a year, is what they
100%.
say.
Well,
and if
Curnow-
you're going to try, if say for heaven forbid, if a Hewitt or someone was to go down and we were down to bare stocks and we needed someone in the midfield to plug a hole, who are you plugging the hole with?
I'm putting Curnow in there.
You know what you know he's reliable. You know what you're going to get. You'll get your 18 to 20 touches. You'll get 5 tackles, and you'll get maybe 4 or 5 clearances.
And he'll hold the
Being
other player
interesting. They
accountable.
didn't play a game this year.
And he
Nah.
can run out a game. He
And
can
we
run
don't know
out a
if he's
game.
got the contract, but the
He
word
can
is
run
that
out a
he-
game in the midfield.
he
Yeah,
definitely
maybe.
can run.
How old is he now?
Like 32, I reckon.
Curnow.
31.
I'm happy to get rid of him, to be
Yeah.
honest. I don't want him there anymore. I don't want to see him playing a game next year.
No. Yeah.
But we'd
he's
have to
play-
be down to bare
If he's
bones.
playing a game next year,
Yeah,
there's
we're
something
down to bare
definitely wrong.
bones.
Or
100%.
if injury-wise.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, of
I
course,
actually
of course.
like the idea of keeping him there, chucking him in the reserves, right, and then having him as a backup. You
Yeah,
can't
it's fair enough, it's fair
Disregard
enough.
these players completely. I'm
Fair
not
enough.
saying.
Yeah, but he's another loser, so... He hasn't won anything. He
yeah.
hasn't done anything.
No, he hasn't done anything. But I'm happy
I
for him to get
understand
another
what you
year.
mean.
I'm happy
Bit
to
of
give him another
experience,
year.
help the
you
other
can't just,
ones.
I'm telling you, you can't just wipe everybody off.
Yeah.
He'll be good for the reserves too, you know,
Yeah.
and up and those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
young
but
kids,
see that too takes away from a young kid like Carroll. Like instead of playing him through the middle, why now he goes.
Nah,
through the
he's
wing.
Carroll play through the middle.
Yeah, I know, but if he was to play every game, you know, take somebody else's spot. You know what I mean? Hampers their development a year.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I
anyway,
don't think
it is what it is.
anyway.
Just quickly, any word? Anyone coming in?
Acres looks
Acres
likely.
The only one?
Acres of shit coming in on 900,000.
Well, realistically, they're saying like 350 a year
Shoal.
for 3 years. So it is. It's not. It's $1 million.
Shoal.
for 3 years.
Who else?
Who? Lucky Show?
Lockie
Don't know
Shoal.
who
I don't know
Lockie
if
Shoal
that's like Fisher
play
McCasey. We're
football?
not looking at anymore.
Who?
Fisher McCasey, that guy from Adelaide or something.
Oh, that big 6 that went down
Yeah,
the
no,
drain.
he's
Yeah.
not. He's not coming from what I hear.
Now we can.
James Harm's name has been tossed up a
Melbourne.
bit.
Pig
yeah.
Harms.
I'll take James Harms. We need another Harms.
They related.
No, I don't think they are.
He's a fuck. He's a mum and dad.
You
Is
reckon?
he?
Oh yeah, dad. But he's won a flag. He
He's
knows
won a
what it
flag.
takes
He's
to
won a
win.
flag,
That's what I
and
mean,
He's tough. At least he's tough. But
Where does he play? On a wing.
Don't know. Don't know.
I don't even. I just the first I heard that he's
Kind of a half forward wing.
He'll
He
be
plays.
the half forward kind of
Interesting.
wing.
Yeah. Any other
get into
names?
the
I don't know.
team.
It's very quiet.
It's very quiet.
that a
They
good
got
thing
all
or a
their
bad
players.
thing?
They got all their fucking players. They got them all.
The only thing, like we've been saying, is I would like some big experience premiership player to come. I don't care if they're old, but
Trent Cotchin.
They've all
but they're giving him another year. The thing is that every player we go, we should get him for a year, and that they're all re-signing. Like we were even thinking, like Jack Rewalt would be good for a year.
I'd love him down at the
He's
club.
going to stay.
They're all re-signing with Richmond.
Yeah, they're all re-signing with Richmond. And then we were thinking like, was it the Hawthorn player Bruce? But he's re-signing for 3 years.
Oh, is he 3
I
years?
think so.
Right.
I think I
Dodson?
heard.
Oh, who knows? Collingwood maybe. I don't know. Not sure.
So
Maybe North
Everyone's
Melbourne.
ahead of us, mate. Everyone's ahead of us.
they're not
We're
wanting
behind
to
the
come.
eight ball
They're not
at
wanting to come.
Carlton.
It seems like the only players that want to come is the ones who want to get their
Fringe players, mate.
superannuation.
Mate, I'm telling you,
That's it,
acres
mate.
of Merita, mate. He's just playing for his contract.
We'll
Just
see
another
next
one,
year.
mate. We're going to get sucked in again.
All right.
No good, mate.
All right, let's move into the next
Over
one. I've
these
got
players.
here. I've got a little bit of. There's no fucking grab. I'm gonna save here.
All right, you go.
I wrote here.
Here we go.
What do you
Carlton second halves
Oh, God.
since 2014.
Right. Okay.
Second halves of the year.
Fuck, how bored were you?
I was.
Yeah. Let's go.
2014 first half. We win 4 games.
Beautiful.
What do we win in the second half?
3.
3.
Yeah.
So down.
Yep.
15. We win 2 games in the first half. How many in the second?
2.
2.
Yeah.
We're not improving.
Yep.
16. We win 6 in the first. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I know how many we won in the second. 1. It was against Melbourne. Yeah, in the wet.
Bullshit win.
In the wet. I
Bullshit
remember.
win.
2017. 4 in the first half.
2.
2.
Remember that? Yeah.
18.
4.
1 in the first.
1 in the second.
I'll tell you
2
what.
and 20.
That's a Vercon. Yeah.
Look at this.
You know what's funny though? Have a look at that year, right? Who are the 2 teams that finished down the bottom this year? All right, North Melbourne. They lost their coach,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it was Adam Simpson.
Yeah. West Coast.
West Coast.
Interesting that they kept it.
Yeah.
Mark Noble was the same position as Bolton.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck
David
yeah.
Noble, isn't it?
David Noble.
Mark
sorry.
Noble
yeah,
plays
yeah.
for West Ham.
Sorry, yeah. What a
Played
dickhead,
for West
sorry.
Ham.
Yeah,
Does
it was
play.
interesting too while we're there. Like the GWS, what was his name?
And Kingsley.
not
Leon
Kingsley.
Cameron.
Cameron, where's he? Could be going to Sydney.
No,
He is
he's
at
there.
Sydney.
He went.
He is there.
Signed.
Yeah, as like a development manager.
Wasn't I talking about? Let's get someone in there. I know he hasn't won, but he has won.
But he got to the grand final.
got to the grand final and he won as a player, didn't he?
Nah.
Nah.
Richmond. Nah.
No, he never won as a player.
Nope.
But anyway, maybe someone like that to just sit beside him. But anyway,
Who knows?
they did it. All right, 2019, we won 2 in the first. We actually
5.
5, yeah.
Yeah.
When was this? 2019.
19.
Oh, Teague. Yeah, whatever.
T, yeah.
The
So that was the year
bullshit
that he
honeymoon
took over
period.
Yeah.
They should have an asterisk next
halfway,
to it.
and
It's honeymoon.
that's why he got his contract.
Correct. See what I mean?
All right, so then we go 220, 4,
Oh, there's 3.
3.
7.
Yeah.
2021, 4 in the first.
And 4 in the second.
Yeah, so we're not improving.
8
year.
This year.
and
The
4.
last year.
We won 4 in the second
for
half.
the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 years. Look at the 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 5, 3, 4, 4 have been our second halves. If people don't think there's a problem, you can't keep. What's that thing about keep doing the same thing?
No, you
I don't know,
get-
it's
drive
insanity.
yourself
I mean,
into
like, yeah, I
insanity.
mean, they're all like it's different circumstances in
Yeah.
every year. I mean, it's the same trend, isn't it? But
All right, so it's different circumstances, but we get the same
There's
result.
only one outlier, which is
it's.
We
which
always
is,
find-
the
but
thing
even-
is, a lot of those situations, most of them are your season's already done. What's the point?
Well, that's a bad attitude.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
yeah, I can see that point, but then why can't it be another point and
Well,
go the
wasn't that
Richmond
this
year?
year?
What about Richmond when they won the flag?
Yeah. It wasn't this year.
They turned it around. What did they win? 11 of what did they won like fucking like 9
Yeah.
But wait
in
a
a row?
sec, there were
they
some
went
of these.
berserk. Yeah, they
I'm
went
telling you,
bonkers.
some of
Who
these
says you
years,
can't do it?
we were still in final, not
I
final,
don't
but
get
if
it.
we
Why-
kept winning, like even in 2016, 6 and then 1 and 4 and 2, you know, like 4 and 3. All right,
Well, it's that's just a correlation
You've got
with the
12
club.
games to go.
It's a correlation with the club just being poor for that period of time, which we have been.
I don't get why you can't say, yeah, we can win every game. Why not?
It just seems this trend, and it happened again this year. Like, if it didn't happen this year, then I would have thought, all right, we're a lot better. But it happened again this year.
Yeah, it's a trend because we're...
It happened again.
There's factors that go into it. Like, it's more than just, it happens because it's happened in the past. Like,
No, I'm not saying it
I
happened
know
in
what
the
you mean.
past.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a reason, but we keep failing in the second half of the season.
So...
Every fucking season we fail again.
Yep.
The second half we just fail. It has to be mentally.
It's
mentally switched on for long enough.
It was the fitness, it was the injuries, it was this, it was that, it was this.
So
it
it's
was
all
that,
of it. But if you go like, all right, it was the fitness, then why is the fitness not up to state? Right?
That's a question.
It's
isn't
injuries. Why? Why are they getting more injured in the second half?
I still don't
You know what I
believe
mean?
that.
Oh, it's that they've given up. Why are they giving up? Like, every time they say something, I say, why? Why? Why did you give up? Why was the injuries? Why are we looking into these things? You know, I saw this great motivational speaker. I forget his name, and he's got the thing where he's motivational. I wanted to actually play it, but copyright the bloody duds they are. But it was good. That's his catchphrase.
Yeah.
So everything that happens to him, he goes, good. You didn't get that promotion? Good.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
I always say good.
So then now we can work on something else. What, that mission, because he was like a Navy SEAL, that mission didn't go? Good. We can work on the next mission.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You lose your house? Good. Yeah. Now we can look at something else.
Yeah.
And that's how I think we should be. We should be right. We didn't make it good. Now we can work on something. You know what I mean? But in saying that, the next year do something. Don't fall into the same trap, mate.
The last two games were just a microcosm of the whole fucking year, to be honest.
Yeah.
Fall away at the end. Start well, fall away at the end.
From 8-4, man, we just fell away again after 4 games, man. And really 2 in the last 8. It's just bad. But then this all goes down to my next thing here. I just want to go back to the 5-year plan for a second.
Oh, fuck, here we go.
Just quickly.
Okay, yep.
I've thought about something, right?
Yep.
Now, 5-year plan.
Oh, is this what we discussed this after the...
Oh, we did, yeah, we missed this. Okay, yeah, go on.
So
yeah,
5-year plan.
I know you're
So the first one was, well, not the first one, but the other one was from 2019, say to 2022. That's 4 years.
Yeah.
So they gave it up.
Correct.
Forget, we start again. 2022 to 2027 is the new 5-year plan, right? So my question is this: Sayers, he's only there till 24.
Is that true?
That's true. Well, it's only 12 years you can be there. He's been there 10.
I thought that was removed.
That's
the one that
they
tried
wanted to remove it. They couldn't remove it. They couldn't remove it. Right? So I'm pretty sure, I'm almost 100% on that, I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm 99.999% on that. If I'm wrong, let me know. The other thing is Cook signed for 3 years. He's there for another 2.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think he's going to stay longer than that. The bloke's like 98 years old. Like, seriously, he wanted to retire.
Yeah.
Unless he decides to stay on.
Yeah.
Right? But the thing is 24-24. Voss got a question mark. If he fails next year, he's only contracted till 24. Right? So my question is, why have they done a 5-year plan when the 3 big names, or let's say the 2 big names, won't be there for the 5 years?
Yeah, the 2 or
Why
3.
haven't they done a 2-year plan? Because if you go in next year as you're going to go in on the board, and then you're going to go into the board.
Well, do they
you're going to come in there and you're going to go, what's this merda you're giving me?
Well,
I decide what goes on. So we start a new 5-year plan again. So now we're back onto it. Now it's still 20 fucking.
And this is why I was saying, I'm like, the strategy should be in line with tenure.
Well,
it has to be.
Yeah, but we discussed this. Remember what I said is that they'll get somebody that's already part of it, and they'll just follow on.
But if it's not working, then they'll just throw it away again.
Correct.
I reckon
you're not held accountable to your 5-year plan anymore.
Yeah.
Like they should be there. There should be a 2-year plan. My 2-year plan is we must make top 4. We're going to fight for the premiership, and in 2 years' time, we are going to make sure we get the next president in, who is going to be the gunnerable president. And this is what my 2-year plan. This is because I can't be there for the other 3 years.
And
I'm walking away.
And then people
from
go the flip side. Oh yeah, but there's 2 years sound better than 5.
The 2 years, what?
Does 2 years sound better than 5? Like 5 years, you give yourself longer.
Yeah, that's
well,
what
I
they've
And you
done.
protect yourself.
I think
that's what they've
if
done.
they, I think they should have just signed an extension with Voss.
This year,
Man, well,
Oh,
you've
back in.
suggested this,
Yeah, maybe.
mate.
make it to 5 years.
Give
it
him a
3
contract to
years.
2027.
Yeah, no, it could be. If that's what they're going to do.
Well,
if
if
they're
it-
backing him.
Well, I mean, who's
Well,
the 5-year? I know.
Because their idea isn't
I low
Boss isn't going to be.
Well,
that
that's what I mean.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
mate,
I
give him a
low
contract.
key. I low key reckon if he had made the 8 this year, they would have re-signed it, the extension.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Could have been very close there for sure.
Because now he's got a pass.
I'd
mark
extend
next
it
year again.
I would extend it.
Yeah, no, that's true. If they're backing their plan,
Yeah.
they should be extending.
Yeah,
Correct.
I agree. In line with what's happening.
Yeah, 100%. Anyway, it's very interesting, man.
I'd like to see what their goal is next year.
What?
What do they want?
Top 4.
Is it top 4?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
That's what I said 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's top 4. They're aiming
Well,
to go from where we
heard
are
that.
to top
We
4.
heard that. That's what they said.
And that's
what they
from
said. But that's good.
That's from a pretty reliable source.
Okay, and
they're
if
going to come out and say it.
no,
I hope so.
no, they
I'd
won't.
love for them to.
No, they
I think
won't.
they
They
should.
won't. Because they haven't said it all year. This year about making the top 8, this and that. So they're not.
I'd
gonna say
love
something.
for it.
Loser mentality.
I would love for them to
They
come
won't
out and
say
say, we
What's
wanna-
your aim? This is the press conference. What's
Top
your aim?
4.
Top 4. That's my aim.
If I was a journo, I'd push and push and push and
What's
push.
your
If they
aim?
said, we don't really, I'd say, well, hang on.
So what are you doing?
what are you playing for?
Top 4.
Are
Minimum.
you where,
when you
where do
speak-
you think you guys, if all things go to plan, where can you finish on the table at the
And
end?
then
of
they'll go,
2020?
oh, listen, we don't want to put a ceiling on it. That's
I
what they'll
fucking
say.
hate that.
I know.
It's a
That's an
cop-out.
excuse. It's a
It's
cop out.
bullshit. They won't say that. They
Why?
No, they just won't.
Manifest it.
Nah, what manifest what there? What are you manifesting? You can't manifest shit from this club.
Well, all I know is
That's a good
that
starter.
All
I
I'm
know
manifesting
hang
is
on.
that people coming from other fucking teams to get big dollars to produce una merda.
You know
They
what?
produce shit.
Well, the
as
ones
far
we're
as I
in,
know,
the big
from what I'm
dollar
looking
people-
won't
at,
say
if
it.
we aren't in a spot to win a premiership next year, to me, that's a year. That's another failure.
No, it's
Oh, what
cool.
I'm
It's
if
massive.
if he doesn't
That's
make
the whole thing's failure.
all right,
The
what about
5-year plan?
if
Everything's gone.
if Carlton does not make the top 4 next year, is Voss there? I say no.
Yeah, he'll be there.
Yeah.
But the year after, he could be sacked halfway through the year. If he fails and then starts badly again, they're not going to keep him.
knows?
You know that. You know they won't keep him. They won't
know
back
they
him.
I know they won't.
That's right. And there's no guarantee we will be 8-2 next year.
Nah, we'll be
The
5-5 next year.
pressure-
5-5.
I hope we are.
There's
but
no
the
guarantee with anything.
pressure is going to be huge next year. Huge on the club.
So if they can't handle the pressure of this year,
Hopper and Taranto next year.
what
around
hope is it?
London.
What hope do we
Unless
have?
they change their mentality completely, they will
They
fail.
won't. They haven't. They won't. They won't.
It can change.
No, you can't.
It
It's already
can.
embedded. It's done.
It can.
It should have changed with the 2 people that came in at the start. 3
But
people.
it can change now.
Nah, it's done, mate. They're
can.
done, mate.
Good.
They fucking
Good.
make their own bed and
They should
they
be saying
fucking
good.
lie in it every time. Mate, trust me, they won't fucking change. You're in denial if you think it's going to change.
I think the change will start, like you said, with them coming out and announcing.
They won't
that
say
they're-
it.
I know they
They
won't.
will not
I
say
know.
it.
I hope they do. But
I hope they do, but they
we were
won't.
8-2. That's
We're
what they
8-2.
keep going back to.
We
Huh?
had a
That's
great
what they
year.
and Wiedering again said it again.
When?
He just
I
did a
didn't
press
see the press
conference.
conference.
He
What did
did
he
like
say?
for 7 minutes. Like,
Is it just like
same
roundabout?
stuff, bro, like
Roundabout.
it's just,
yeah,
oh, we'll
roundabout.
do the job next year.
Roundabout.
But
No,
there's
you
guarantee
won't.
You won't do the job next
What,
year.
dude? What are you going to do? You had the job to do this year and you
The
failed.
job was there.
The house fell down this year. Fell down. Fell down.
You know what it was? This was like you woke up in the morning, right, to do so, and you did some work, right? Then you had something to eat and you fell asleep.
Yeah.
That's what that was. You fell asleep. Instead of finishing what you had to do,
Failures.
you fell asleep.
8-2. I mean, if I keep fucking hearing this 8-2 shit, I'm not going to
8-2.
fucking...
No
Like,
matter
it even
about
gets
8-2,
worse.
mate. Why don't they
10
keep
and
looking and
4.
saying,
like it
geez,
just gets worse.
12
like
and
8-2, then it gets to 10-4, then it gets to 12 and 5
It
with
should
4
be.
games
The
to go.
message
Just-
should be, you've seen what we're capable of when it's up and running, great. But at the end of the day, the year was not good enough when we let down everybody, including ourselves and our fans. We just did not have the fortitude and ability to get the job done this year.
We let down you, all of you. We let down all of you.
Anyway.
Yeah, whatever.
So,
I'm so glad. I can't wait for this year to end.
Well, now
it already has, but like I just watched the finals and it's just like, yeah, look at these
all right,
teams.
I'm going to ask you another question, and we saw some finals, and we'll talk about those finals quickly. If Carlton was in there, could you see him playing the football that they just played?
I don't know, because we're not there, but...
I don't know.
It's hard to say, but I'm telling you, what
were
I
those,
saw there...
Were those last two games we played against Melbourne, Collingwood, of that type of atmosphere? Yeah, probably. Were we up to the mark? Yeah, sort of.
I don't think it was. The atmosphere was there. I don't think that pressure, it wasn't. I'm telling you, those finals are just, you can see that next level, man.
The Melbourne game was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Even the Collingwood game was pretty brutal.
It was brutal, but that last...
You just feel it just...
You look that finals,
I
can
can
feel it from here.
Yeah.
I'm looking at them going, look at them, man. They're just like possessed.
Yeah. Is it different on TV, though, when you look at it? Or is it, at the ground, you're
Maybe. I don't know. I wish I knew,
Do we?
by being there, but we're not.
If we were at Freo, well, we would have played where? Brisbane the first game?
I think Brisbane the first game.
Even if we went down by like 5 goals, we're not coming back.
Nah.
We've never done it. We've never done it.
So
we can't do it.
When did we come back this year from any sort of...
Nowhere.
Oh, well, Richmond in round 1.
Fuck, big whoop.
Oh, that was the one. 20 points.
20 points.
21
21
points.
points or something. That was it, 3 goals. Yeah, that was the one.
In
but
the
apart
balance.
from that, we don't really come back. Well, it kind of mirrors... Our games actually mirror our season, because our second half of most of those games... Drops away again. So it's like we can hold it. This is like the Seinfeld. Have you ever seen that episode?
What?
When he goes and gets to hire a car.
Yeah.
And he goes, you want insurance? No, they go, he booked a car.
Yeah.
And they go, we haven't got the car.
Yeah. That's right.
We haven't got the car. And he goes, we got it. He goes, but
I booked
it.
The
and
car.
he goes, I understand that. He goes, I don't think you do. You know how to
the lady
take the
book.
booking. You just don't know how to keep it. And this is the same with us. We know how to start the game. We just don't know how to finish it. I don't think we know how to finish the games.
We don't.
All right, that's enough.
Yep. I'm over talking about Carlton.
Nah, let's talk about some other game. All right, let's have a look at this.
Tell me, Rocco, what do we got?
Well, the first semi-final here.
Cracker.
Oh, yes.
What a win. What a win.
Yep.
For Brisbane. 14-8-92 to 11-13-79.
Is that the first time they won over in Melbourne?
Since 2014 at
18
the
games.
MCG.
14 games. No,
Crazy.
14 or something.
Since 2014.
It's a good win, man. They
And
came
to
back.
think they got belted in the year, both times by Melbourne. 10 goals at the MCG in round 15. 10 goals at the Gabba in round 23.
Bang.
No Danaher. No Oscar
Danaher.
McInerney.
Yep.
And they've got the job done.
And the thing was, man,
Huge upset.
Like Melbourne should have punished them that first quarter. Those misses,
Kill you.
What were they? 3-7?
something, yeah, it was
Just kills
ridiculous.
2-7,
And they let them
3-7.
in, and then they got the momentum, and that was it. And Melbourne, to tell you the truth, when now you look back at the year, they were very Carlton-like this year.
Yeah,
Their
fell
second
away.
half of the season was
What were they? 10-0?
Yeah.
Yeah, close to it.
They
Yeah.
were 10-0. Like, they were pretty
See,
close.
peaking too early does happen, doesn't it?
And then they just fell away. So let's have a look.
Crazy.
Now, this bloke here, I want to look at this. This bloke here, give me the shits. Watch this.
Jackson, his hands just haven't been able to stick. Pickett should goal.
Now he misses. Like, he couldn't have missed the fucking second last game. Now he misses.
Well,
now I'm
you're
gonna
sounding
do...
like one of those fucking Carlton supporters.
No, but like now he misses.
It's ironic,
like,
isn't it?
Look
It's
at that,
ironic.
man. Like he gets that one there, but now he misses that one there. The other thing about that one there is I'm going to do the Jason Dunstall.
Why dribbling?
What are you like? Are you? This is the. I'm starting to sound like that. Well, this is the problem, mate, with these kicks.
Drop punter.
What happened to the natural drop punter? That should have been just a chip pass to.
Even if he dribbled it, kicked the goal, mate.
Well, kick the goal, but why are you dribbling it? Why are you putting more variables into what can happen?
Exactly.
Like now we got to worry about this bounce and everything. Like, just kick the ball, mate. Just kick the ball. So suffer. The next one. This was. Look at this. Look at the speed on this bloke, man.
He was incredible, Hipwood.
Look at this.
Gets on his bike.
Then you look at this. He needs to mark
Harley
this.
Davidson's.
Did he mark that inside or can he?
Now look at the way he kicks this.
Charlie.
Left foot. That's the way you do it. Went the other foot. But the Aboriginals,
But if you look at the kick or like goes up, I'm telling you, the way he kicked it, like
he plants his right leg and swings his left leg.
He chipped it in. He chipped it in.
Like he swings his left leg at it. Comes across his body.
It's natural for him, though.
But the other thing was, you know what it was? It was this. It was under pressure.
Yep.
He delivered.
Correct. Went back, took his time.
The other one is well, this bloke here, man. What are you doing?
This ball goes out there in all sorts. Lever keeps it in.
First of all, I don't even know if that's a free, but anyway.
No, it's not.
Gone.
Look at him.
That
What
is
are you?
enormous.
That's childish. What are you looking at?
That's 50.
That is. It's now going to be
Now,
50.
admittedly, there's only like a minute 20, whatever it is. All right, so it was going to be difficult for, but still,
Yeah, no.
don't give it the. Don't just give
Don't
it
give
to
the
him.
umpire a
Question, was
decision
it
to
even
make.
Don't just give him the
Was it
goal.
even a tackle?
No, it wasn't a tackle. No way, man. He wasn't even holding him, man.
Yeah, I
He
know.
just had him by the leg like that. Like, and he put, like, the ball just landed on the
Mind
ground.
you, the umpire gave him a fucking long time.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
And if that doesn't tell you that at finals the umpire differently, well, then there it is, mate.
But he did.
Because if that was in the middle of the year, he would have got 100.
Yeah.
Not a chance he wouldn't. Bro, he gave him like 5 seconds to give the ball
No,
back.
heaps.
They wouldn't have won anyway. He probably would have went
Nah,
back, maybe
nah.
kicked it or whatever. But
But still, don't do
dickhead.
that.
I thought there was another bit of play he didn't show. Was the McCluggage goal through the middle.
Oh my
McClug tech, beautiful goal. A Rolls Royce. It's a hard goal to kick, mate. On
They-
full flight on the
that's
run
good.
and went on that type of
It was some
speed.
exciting football, man. It was good
That
football.
was a very good final as well.
And remember, without that, all right, now we've got the question.
Don't
Did you
know.
miss a final for your birth of your child?
Nah. Nah.
Was it his first kid? Yeah.
What's the difference? So the first kid's more important than the second one?
No, I mean,
What?
would you miss a final for the birth of your child?
Yes, but you're going to be there for the next 100 years that they're not going to leave you.
Nah.
Just they're going to rape.
I think
they're gonna rape
families.
You and take your wallet every
I think
single day of the week.
I think families in that scenario when you're an elite athlete, I think there's an understanding that you might have to play and miss things like that.
Did you miss a grand final? No. There you go. So that's
Not a grand final.
Well,
I mean,
that
you
is a
just-
grand
Why do
final.
people make it like, oh, the birthday? All right, don't get me
It is
wrong.
a special moment in your
I've
life.
had the
Course,
two kids.
course.
I was there. Like, don't get me
I don't know
wrong. I
what it
love
feels
my
like,
kids
but yeah.
and all that. But I'm telling you now, Taylor Dillon, I'm telling you, I would have been at the MCG there, man, standing right next to my captain there, ready to go, and I would have gone, son, no, this is for you, mate. I'm playing this game. And you know what? Straight after the game,
On the flight,
I'll
see
be
you
there,
later.
mate.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
No, no,
Mate, that's
everyone's
just
got
me.
different
That's just me.
views.
But good on him. Now he plays in a bloody preliminary.
Low key, I wouldn't pick him.
No,
and go good for.
This is you don't care.
Yeah.
You think your family's more important than the team?
Yeah, this is a real family.
That's right. It's like when you join the mafia, mate.
Yeah.
Once
This
you
is
do
your
that
real-
bloody thing in
the
your
blood
car,
oath.
mate,
Blood oath, mate, that's
this
it.
is your family now.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another final.
Yep. Collingwood just do the business again. 11-13-79 to 9-5-15. A bit of a fizzer this game, wasn't it?
Arguably should have won by 50 points.
Yeah.
They were never in it.
Nah. Never. The first quarter should have been out of sight.
No.
Ginny.
Let's have a look at this first one. Let's have a look at this first one. Now look at the way, right?
Okay, positions himself at the front of the contest.
Oh, the novelty.
Here we go. So fucking idiot.
Oklahoma State.
Look at this.
You know what would have happened there with one of our small forwards? They went and went up for the mark.
We'll run into each
They would
other.
have all gone up
For
and
the
fallen
mark.
down. I've noticed this a lot with Cowan and like Collingwood and other sides. It's the way we position ourselves.
Smart footballers,
Of course.
mate.
We don't
Smart.
position ourselves. You could see there.
You don't need to teach that. You don't need to teach
And
that.
I was saying this before off camera, right? he kicked 3 goals in a final, this little kid, right? He's kicked 38 goals.
41.
41
Oh,
goals.
no, yeah, about
whatever,
40
40
it is.
goals he's kicked for the year, right?
As 18-year-old.
And we're making excuses for our little forwards and all
This is
that.
what I mean, though. Like, 40 goals in a year as an 18-year-old. That's what I mean.
Year.
I don't think he's getting...
3 goals in a pressure final.
I don't think he's getting enough credit.
We couldn't get 2 goals in a non-pressure game.
I don't think he's got enough credit for his year, this kid.
It's fantastic.
Purely because of all the bullshit, you know, him trying to find free kicks and that.
Yeah.
But, mate, the bloke won an Anzac Day medal. Kicked 5 goals in the
I still stand by that he's a
he's
cheat
a little
for
prick.
something
Yeah,
that
of
he
course.
does for his things.
But I love him. I
at the
genuinely
end of
like.
the
I
day,
like him, bro.
His output is unquestionable.
Exactly.
He's done his
right.
bloody job.
That's right.
He finds himself in the right position.
Yeah.
He kicks the goals.
Oh, don't get me wrong. He's had some stinkers last week. He had a
Yeah,
stinker,
so-
but it's 18. As people would say. But by his standards, it doesn't matter.
40 goals into a preliminary final. 3 goals. He just kicked 3 goals.
Good on him.
Yeah. Kicked more goals than bloody...
Nearly
All
all
of
of
our
ours
small
combined.
forwards. No, he did.
He did.
Nearly.
He
Ours
has.
kicked like 45 or something.
Who?
Our small forwards.
41.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
And he's kicked
40.
I think he kicked when he was on
39.
35.
Yeah, great.
Doesn't matter.
And now he's on 38. Bravo, bravo. What about this run? This is the transition.
Yeah.
He ran 80 metres, like 80, 90 metres.
One bounce,
How's
Two
the chase by
bounces.
Mini Aero?
3 bounces.
I think that
He should
little...
have kicked it.
Yeah, I think that little tap...
Yeah, it put him off.
Yeah.
It did.
But the run... Now, that wasn't the only run. Their transition...
He's freakish.
It's devastating.
Is ours the
Freakish.
worst and theirs almost the best?
Oh, theirs is theirs
Theirs is
unbelievable.
devastating.
They just go.
They just go.
Yep.
Free wheel.
They run through the middle
Good
and they
football.
go, man.
And always through the corridor.
All right, we go to your favourite player.
The bull.
And there again is that corridor kick that they always take.
Now, we know it's a free kick. All right, doesn't matter. But look,
The galley.
he gets it.
I love this.
And now, watch him running back.
That's right. Did the Bradley or whatever.
Thank you.
Yep.
Just whatever.
He's done the
Doesn't
Bradley.
give like this. And it's just, a couple of high fives, let me go back.
Gun.
And everyone going, oh, I don't want him. And that man, a couple of years ago, we should have offered him $2 million to come over,
Ask him,
man.
bro. I love him, bro.
He's a gun.
And this little prick.
Oh, Jamie Elliott. Fuck, he's a good footballer, mate. He put, Stocky, put him in a spliff, mate.
Let's have a look at this.
Is this the goal he kicks on the run? Oh, this is incredible. Look at this. Look at this.
done
Pick
it.
up.
Look at it. But then
How's the finish?
he slows down and finishes it.
He's done that a fair few times. Yeah, he did it to us. And he did it a couple other times, even in the other final.
I know this is making everyone sick watching
is.
this. And for the Collingwood supporters watching,
Oh, good,
that
let it
Manny and that.
You know what? Good, let it fucking burn.
Yeah, no, that's
Because
what
we
I show.
fucking deserve it.
This is what I want to show.
Shit.
This is what we've got to come.
90,000
You know
again?
That Collingwood. I know this is not the Collingwood show, but Collingwood. I think that's the biggest rise by any club.
17th to a prelim, yeah.
By any club.
Ever.
That's some sort of rise. Yeah. But we're stuck here and celebrating 9th.
Yeah, but that's it. But
Whatever,
that's all
bro.
right.
Yeah, it was
But we're young, Paul.
It's young, yeah.
Oh, we're young. It's listen.
Yeah,
It's
Lewis.
the coaches. It's the coach's first
Lewis
year,
Young,
man.
Yeah, Lewis.
Yeah.
It's the coach's first
Yeah,
year. What do
McRae
you
there.
expect from him?
McRae?
Yeah, no, it's his first year, man. Like, come on.
Oh, they're
take
going to
it
be
easy.
some two good
We had too
finals.
many injuries, Paul.
That's it.
Fuck off.
2 good finals next week, I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
Geelong, Brisbane,
That could be huge.
and then you got the Pies and Sydney and the Pies.
Good games. So while we're there, Cats and the Lions Friday 7:50, so it'll be good. And then you got the Swans and the Pies Saturday 4:45.
They'll be rippers, those games.
I know everyone's going to be going, especially all our supporters will be going for the Swans, which
I genuinely, to be honest, I don't give
I
a shit
do.
who wins.
I
I know
do.
you do,
I do.
but I don't care anymore. My team's not there, so why care? I want Geelong to win because of our Nondo. He went for
yeah.
Geelong.
Yeah.
But,
Geelong, very Carlton 95 like.
And Sydney, I have an envy for because I just love the way they go about it.
You know, I remember watching Sydney in 96, whatever they were, when they were merda. I'm telling you, teams, when Barassi went there, teams were beating them by 100 points every week, mate,
Yep.
every week. I saw no future for this side, right? They've been moved over there, they're shit. Man, they built this culture, this Bloods culture,
They call it. Yep.
right, which came from South Melbourne.
Yep.
I don't know how they got it in there, but they've kept it.
Yeah, they have, haven't they?
They've kept it. It's amazing.
Well, it's a
man.
key principle of the club, is it not?
Yeah.
When you get in there, that's
And
what
was
you
our key
you
principle,
live, you
man?
breathe.
What's our key principle?
Oh, DIE. You
It's
live by the
just- it
DIE, you
makes
die
me-
by the
it makes me
DIE.
sick, man. 1 year they're down. And then they just straight back up again, man.
Yep.
No excuses. This is the whole thing, mate. Excuses.
Yep.
Bloody hell.
I just
Hey.
laugh because I think it's funny.
Did you want to talk about that other thing that I showed you now? Is that AFL talk?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
wanna
well,
do
this
that?
is AFL talk. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, let's have a look at the graphics. So that's up there.
This? Yep.
The AFL's decision, so it's from Sam Edwin. The AFL's decision to banish the minute silence for the Queen in the remaining AFLW Indigenous round matches came to a head last night. The minute silence for Dogs Freo at Icon Park prompted the Welcome to Country person to withdraw. AFL listened to club feedback and acted.
Explain.
Uh,
Please explain.
So because there was no Indigenous round... Because it was Indigenous round, and the Queen passed away, they didn't recognise
Why?
the minute silence because of the Queen.
But
Why? The argument was, or the sentiment within people in it, is that she has led the monarchy, she was the monarch of the country who came here and raided Australia and, stole the land from Indigenous.
So because it was
people.
Indigenous round,
Yep.
did they stop it in all of them?
There was one game I think they did it for.
But that was
and
for
then-
prior, was it?
Prior, and then I think because the Welcome to Country person withdrew from that game because of the
AFL
Queen,
reacted.
the AFL reacted to the rest of the games.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting.
I mean, I'm not a monarchist or whatever.
no,
I don't really care.
I want
not
us
a
to
royal.
be.
But-
Well, I know there are a few.
But the point is
But
that
there's people that care about that stuff
Oh,
too.
huge,
Like huge. But they love it, you know what I
they're
mean?
huge.
I don't want to. I don't know if I should.
political.
Should I say?
Is it in here? Then put it out there.
Yeah. I
Don't
know,
be
but because Polly was pretty upset with that.
Yeah, or being from fucking...
Oh, that she died?
Well, that she's passed, but that.
Oh, that they
what
didn't do
did.
it.
He was
Yeah.
pretty.
No,
He was
that's all
pretty
right. No,
upset,
no,
with it, which hurt
Mate,
me.
it comes
It hurt me.
But the thing is, right, I'm in my head, I'm like, common sense, prevails. Well, I would think it prevail. Do your fucking welcome to the country and do the fucking 1 minute silence.
Yeah.
Why can't you do both?
Yeah.
I mean, how many times do you have to say hello as well?
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. That's the other thing.
You know what I mean?
Well, apparently now it's going to be every single.
Well, you should see. You should see the Western.
But that's
Bulldog-
fair enough, that's
The
what they
Western
want.
Bulldogs official page. I don't know if it's the AFLW page or their main page.
I just don't get
that
it anymore.
posted this. They were slammed. Like I'm saying, like every
Out ratio.
95%
1 to
of
50.
comments were negative.
To what?
To like
Get rid of the 1 minute
disagreeing with
silence.
that decision.
Ah.
Like negative.
Well,
You
I
know.
disagree.
You'd actually be
I disagree
surprised.
with this decision. It's ridiculous.
Just do both.
And look, I mean,
Isn't this about? It's what we were talking about last week. It's about the inclusive. Now, what you've done is you've divided everyone now.
So
just do whatever you want. Like, all right, you get your minute. This is our minute. Like, why are you taking away from the people who think that this is important?
Yeah.
Why'd you take that away?
I think there's also.
Who are you to take it away?
That's right.
But they did.
That's why I say
And then
common
what happened
sense.
to the AFL? They folded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like, just let it. Like, again,
like,
I'm not a big...
What?
I mean,
I mean,
I'm
but-
not a monarchist, but there's people out there. There's a lot of people
Isn't
out there.
she-
in
isn't
I
Australia.
think they find it very important.
She's on every fucking coin in Australia.
Every bit of thing.
I mean, I know she was. I mean, the fucking birth. What do they call it? The Avarian lottery.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
get
The
bought
Avarian
into
lottery.
it.
She's
It doesn't
but like,
matter. she's the queen.
Isn't she a
Or-
beacon for like women leadership and power? Like, wouldn't she?
She's
be-
actually a unit. Lizzie was a unit.
70 years. The longest
71 years,
reigning-
yeah.
No, what's reigning?
Longest reigning monarchist.
Yeah.
Monarch, yeah,
Ever. 70 years. The only longer one was a male, right? Was the King of Thailand.
Oh, really?
Oh, he was a unit.
See,
that
what really, I mean, and I understand, like, it's been tough for Indigenous people. You know,
yes, but we're not stopping it. Always.
No, I know. Like, but I think
it was a wrong decision by them.
You just have both, mate. Just have both. I told you, common sense does not prevail again. They keep fucking
hasn't
everything
the world
up.
like since all that like? Well, in her reign, England's colonisation has decreased severely.
Of course.
But what I mean, like, I'm looking at it and thinking, well,
But
why?
aren't we just moving on from this?
Why,
We're trying,
is?
aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, but you've got to like it's a hard thing to explain too because it's a touchy subject for a lot of people. But I don't think it should be. I think you should just explain.
Why can't we talk about
your
this?
scenario? No, you can.
And I'm telling you, like, most people would. No, there are people out there who are thinking the same as us.
Yeah.
Like, look, and as you said, for example, like Pommy it'd probably be a bit close to him because he comes from that side of the world.
Oh, mate,
right?
God, jeez. I mean, but they've had no political power for fucking like 200
It's got
years.
nothing to do with the politics.
I mean, look.
just
If they look, the Queen intimidates politicians, obviously, because you imagine, she would intimidate people, and obviously, but
they're on summits and all that.
Now, is it fair for people like him or someone that they've taken away that minute silence? Is that fair? Like they're going to move the Brownlow for it.
Yeah, they're moving it forward a day to Sunday
because of the funeral.
I think we're all getting a day off for Lizzie as well.
Don't.
Sick.
22nd on your Lizzie.
Do we?
Yeah, I think so.
Don't.
I might be in England only though.
That's why I love it, man. The Queen's birthday is the best.
And she's pretty. I mean, her family have been part of like some wretched shit.
Oh.
But she's been. She's probably been the only one that's been scandal free. Really, there's not really much that tars her.
Imagine being the head of that monstrosity of a family.
But if you were, mate, you'd be in scandals every
people
day if you were the head.
Dying.
Mate, but you know what I mean?
No,
like,
mate, she's been the best, man. She holds herself.
She's actually a unit. Like, I was looking at things on her. She's actually a unit. She's funny as.
Maybe I don't know enough about it, but I just.
I can't. I'm not going to go.
I don't think.
Queen
you know what?
She was like
20.
My daughter's age.
21, 22.
I don't things that we've done like that.
25.
I don't think do anything to heal.
No, that's shit. Just have both and that's it. Why are you going to be such?
Isn't that unity?
That's just cocksmack territory. Whoever did that is a cocksmack. Dead set, genuine cocksmack.
Look, it was wrong.
That person, whoever decided that, that's it. They need a line like Liam Stocker through their name. Just see you later. You lose your job. Bad luck. Not good enough.
But isn't like as I said, like she's a beacon for being. She's a beacon for powerful women. Like she's like.
Yeah.
And I mean, don't forget. Like I mean.
I know what happened, but
England. Let's be serious. I mean, like England stopped Hitler, stopped communism, right? They were the people who I know. Look, slavery, but they abolished slavery.
Forefront.
They abolished it.
I mean, the Americans were the same.
Yeah, but that it was the English influence.
Yeah.
Do people not understand what they abolished slavery?
Wasn't that what's the president?
Lincoln. And who colonised England?
Yeah.
Who colonised the USA? The English went over. Yeah. Mate, do you understand? People don't understand how big of a.
Oh, of course.
They abolished slavery.
Yeah, of course. Look, I think that, of course, when
you know what's funny? You know what's funny?
There's something bad.
All these people who are university educated are saying, "Oh, this is great. What's happened? Blah 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 blah. Stuff for England, stuff for the Queen." There would be no universities in Australia if there was. Of course. So hand in your degrees, basically. No, but like, what frustrates me is that.
But are we trying to move on?
But all countries and all people have atrocities attached to them, right? And why should we bear the responsibility of the atrocities that our ancestors committed? Why should you or not? Why should we bear the responsibility on that?
How's it my fault? I wasn't there. I was born 28 years ago, Reds. How's it my fault?
And then the argument there is
what did I do?
The Queen is part of the reign or is part of the country who did that. But Then they said, oh, she should have spent like a couple of her billion for reparations and all that, blah, 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 blah.
Don't they have
But
funds
money's
and
not going
charities?
to...
and
But how...
everything?
Hang on, wait. But
I
what's
think
your...
they've done
But is money going to solve the problem?
Money doesn't solve shit.
But no matter what she done, no matter what she done from when she started her reign as the Queen up to now, people would have found fault in it anyway.
Yeah, but that's
everyone in life. I've got fault. You got fault. You got fault.
No matter what
Everyone's
she
got
done,
it, bro.
she could have solved cancer, and they would have said, "Listen,
Nah, listen.
it's
She
not enough."
invaded here and
Yeah,
there. Rah,
it's
rah,
still
rah.
that. So
What
it
she
doesn't
did,
matter.
bro.
But at the
Minute
end of the day,
silence.
in this little thing, this should not have been an issue.
But even
there should
if
have
you-
been a minute silence, and there should have been your minute of welcoming the country,
100%.
and they should have just.
But
stopped
even
at
if
that.
you don't have...
no talk about
even
it.
if you have a minute silence, like, what effect does...
It have on the welcome.
But even, like...
Nothing. They did it in the AFL. What did they do? It worked beautifully. They had the minutes. He did.
Bro, you have both.
He did the welcome.
Yeah.
Right, and then it went into the minute
Well, this
silence,
is-
and then it went into the
Can I
national
read-
anthem,
can I read
and then it
something
went
out
into
for
the
you?
game. What's wrong with that? Everybody's happy.
That's that
We're
common
including
sense.
Can I read
everybody.
something out for you?
Sometimes.
So the English and Irish have not had... I mean, they've had their checkered past.
Well, they.
You'd argue to say it's worse
Who
than...
has it?
Yeah, well,
Well,
exactly.
didn't they assassinate what's his name? The IRA, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, I
what's his
can't
name?
remember.
Oh,
Whoever...
yeah, they
Yes,
did
yes,
that,
yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
Prince something.
This is an interesting... And I don't know... I don't know how true this
That
is.
stuff with those blokes, man.
This is really-
the Scottish. You don't stuff with them. Either.
This is really interesting. Said an Irish friend says that when the news of the Queen's death came through, he said, "I was drinking in an Irish Republican socialist pub here in Dublin, who would death threat the Queen.
Killer.
To a man and a woman, everyone raised a glass to a woman who loved Ireland and did so much to bring about peace on our islands."
Nothing to
course,
do
mate.
with her, man. Like seriously, like, yeah, like my nonna. But she was, man. Like it was just that she wasn't hurting anyone.
All raising glasses.
You know another thing.
on
I don't know
Saturday
how.
night for-
I don't know
for
how to.
Lizzie.
Yeah.
We had my brother had a $5 note on his forehead.
Oh, yeah.
Planted it. Some woman took it.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to explain this because I'm not very good words, but sometimes look, what the monarchy is that the right word?
Monarchy, yeah.
Yeah, and what the Queen represents is not politics and that. It represents something different to people. It's this fantasy.
You've seen how beautiful England
like the
is.
Queen, you know what I mean? And the whole thing, it represents something to people that we just haven't got anymore.
Tradition, culture.
You know what I mean? We've got this thing like...
A standard.
Not only the standard, it's we live in this
Begone,
world now. It's stuff that we just want to get rid of everything.
Well, this is the thing, right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, you don't have
these
to agree to it.
Progressives trying to move on,
Correct.
and
But
my
there's
saying,
something beautiful
well,
about
yeah, no,
it.
Yeah,
my-
but they keep that. What is it? What can you say? Not a culture. It's not a culture. They keep it.
Well,
but
it
they,
is, but it
but
is.
they've evolved.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They've evolved with
and
their
the same
culture.
Can be said,
Yeah.
The same can be said with the Indigenous people. Like
Yeah.
it's some of the things, like their stories and like the paintings and the things you hear. It's amazing.
It is.
You know, and it's
Correct.
part we should be
But you
keeping
know the
that,
thing
but that's great, and I'm not arguing against that. And my thing is that dispense with tradition at your own peril.
Yeah, you got to be careful about doing that.
Yeah.
But the
Dispense
other
with
thing
tradition
is
at your own
about
peril.
like the royals, right? I don't know how to explain it, but it's something, you know, like something magical
Made up.
about. Well, it does. I don't know. There's something magical about being the royal.
Oh, yeah.
But the other thing is, these people that are probably complaining about the royals love the one who's the princess of Dutch.
Duchess
Meghan
of
Markle.
Meghan Markle.
Meghan Markle.
No, it's not Meghan Markle.
Oh, what's her name?
The one that was from Tasmania here, and it's
Oh yeah, the Danish one.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't
What's
remember her
her
name.
name?
I can't
Whatever.
remember.
Not Pippa.
No,
The
Pippa's
other
a
one.
sister.
I know.
I can't remember her name. Anyway.
Whatever she is, everyone's going to write in the comments there. But that was like magical. She was in a pub.
Yeah.
And
Met
now
a prince.
She's a princess. You know what I mean? And now everyone loves her. Oh,
It's like a movie.
you know the prince. Oh, she's Australian. Everyone loves it. But then it comes to that, and everyone like, come on, man. Like, just sometimes just keep things, man. It's just a beautiful thing, man. Why can't it just be left? But anyway, all right. I think we've talked enough about that. Yeah. The Queen got more. You know what? I raise my glass to the Queen, mate. Thank you for coming.
Salud.
To Lizzie.
That's
You
it.
know what? We might have a little bit of a drink.
A brinda.
Let's have a drink for her.
There you go.
There you go. Look at this. You know
We're
what?
gonna finally crack
We're
it.
going to give out.
We're gonna crack it.
No, we cracked it last time.
No, the new one.
The lemon gin. We cracked the lemon gin.
Yeah, remember we had it?
Oh yeah, the 50th.
Yeah, the 50th who cracked it.
No,
yeah.
we didn't. Did we?
No, not the 50th, the week before or something.
Yeah.
No, it's cracked.
You know. Mate, and mate, the indigenous culture is like...
Told you, I want to go up there for 1 week.
It's unbelievable, mate.
I want to go to the end.
I love history and culture.
It's the
for
best.
what it is. You know, like the Aboriginals.
But they don't even
are the
teach it at
oldest
school.
The oldest
civilization.
It's incredible.
It's like the
unbelievable.
oldest. Like that. They were the first
Known
ones.
to mankind.
I'm telling you, they were pushing Adam and Eve out of the way. Shut up! I was here first.
unbelievable.
You know, that's how old they are. It's amazing.
So you don't get get anywhere with hatred.
But I don't think
and
they
dividing.
teach it at schools.
Well,
I know when I was a kid, I didn't fucking.
You know what
learn
they
about it.
teach?
nothing about it.
It's more like
You know what they put at the forefront? They were slaughtered. They were killed.
They
They were
don't
this,
teach
that,
you
which
about
they were.
them.
Teach people
About
about the
them.
beauty of
Yeah.
what they
About
are.
the beauty.
Nobody.
About the amazing stories that they have, their amazing
100%.
culture, what they cultivate and bring
Listen.
to the nation.
This is simple. There were people in the past who did bad things.
And there are
always
people
has been.
now who do bad things, and there are people
Exactly.
in the future who will do bad things.
But there was also people doing good things, and there's people doing good things now. And I think now we're doing more and more good things.
You know what we've done? We've stumbled up the hill.
Of course.
Ella, to Lizzie.
This one's it.
To
Ah, salute.
Regina.
To Lizzie.
Per la Regina. Nando was dropping that all week. Per la Regina.
That's it. That's for you, love.
For the Queen. Salute.
Fuck if I have any more.
The one
Isn't it actually? That's what I was going to say. Isn't it ironic? Carlton is on Royal Parade,
Oh, yeah.
Princes Park, and they didn't do the minute silence for
Yeah.
the Queen.
No.
Isn't that funny? Isn't
Yeah.
that ironic?
And I think Prince Charles, the Carlton supporter.
Is he?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
But,
surprise- I know she was an Arsenal fan, and they are the only footballing team in the world to step foot inside the
Buckingham Palace.
Invincibles.
You know one thing, if I ever go to England, I'm going to go and check out Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, fucking oath. You
course
can't
you
not
are.
go to England, not go to Buckingham Palace.
I want to go. I want to go there and do that. All right, next one.
Oh, I'm going to fire you up straight away. I don't know what you were saying, but
I've got two. Shit.
I'm going to fire you up straight away.
Rocco's Rant!
I'm firing
Alright,
you up
listen.
straight away.
What we've done is this is going to be called, it's a new segment,
Yeah.
new and all, that's going to be like
It's
just an addition.
It's an impromptu rant.
This is called the random rant. So I don't know what I'm going to rant about, but you're going to give me a rant and then I'm just going to rant about it.
All right. I'm just going to come up with a name.
Oh, you got one? All right, go.
Scott Lewington.
All right, Scott Lewington. You got to tell me more about it.
Scott Lewington, the comment we got last week.
Oh, the comment. Is that what his name was?
Scott Lewington.
Oh,
These
wow.
guys are getting more and more Neanderthal. What is the worry? Carlton FC
Far
wants to win
out.
premierships, and this discussion has nothing to do with the other. Shut the F up or you'll drive people away. Such a BS argument.
All right, let's go. I'll tell you about something about Scott. If everyone wants to go in, you can go into the comments and you can look at yourself and then you can have a look at the response. The thing is about Scott, the weak prick he is, because he writes a comment, and you can write any comment you want. He never responded after Paul gave him just a nice... No, he was very educated and told him what we think. The thing, you can have any opinion you want about it. Have any opinion about what we say. You can have it. That's fine. Do it. But I'm telling you now, right? Stop. And I just called him a name. But that's because he started the... What's his Neanderthals? What's his Neanderthals? Who the hell are you calling us Neanderthals? I actually had a look at your profile. Mate, have a look at his profile, man. The blokes, I'm telling you, he's a little bit of a... He's going, mate, I don't know what's going on with that bloke. But your comments are a disgrace. You wrote them and then you just disappeared. You just disappeared. You didn't want to engage into it and see. And what we said last, I want to know, the question I wanted to know is, what did we say that was so wrong? What did we say? Because we went over the 5-year plan and we just picked that. And, this has got nothing to do. It's got nothing to do with Carlton, has it? It's got nothing to do with Carlton. Is it the last 20 years got to do with Carlton? We come up with plans that are scatter. That's what we come up with. That's what and you agree with that. And then you put your comment and you just disappear. Right? You're a loser, mate. At least engage with us, man. We've had other people who comment, but they engage with us.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
It's perfectly.
I don't understand. Like, we've actually brought more people together.
He's telling us so since we've been here, not only have we grown as a channel, we've grown as a supporter base. Carlton's grown. They've been bigger in their attendance. We even started the Wolf. And what people are we pushing away? We're Wolf people.
We are.
The Wolf people.
The Wolf people.
I love it. I love it. Anyway, that's my... Is that part one of the...
We brought back the Wolf for a player who would make up 0.001% of the society. Adam Saad is a practicing Muslim, right?
Muslim.
And to say that we would drive people away, I mean, how dare you? Seriously. Like, but see, this is the thing.
Go and read his comment.
But you haven't listened to what we're saying.
The internet.
And this is not and this is the same thing. And the same thing will probably occur with the moment with the silence, the minute silence for the Queen. We are not arguing against Indigenous people. We're not arguing. They are.
Nope.
They're out. This is out. Is out. This is their. This is where they belong.
Yeah,
this is where you belong.
It's got nothing to do with that.
It's got nothing to do with that.
Yeah, it's got
when
to
you
do
belong, you belong here. You're a Carlton
that.
person. You're a Carlton person. Whoever you are is whoever you are. That's what it is. It's not like, and this is our argument: is that the more you keep delving into this and keep delving into this, the more you're going to divide, and the more you're going to divide, and the more you're going to divide.
Could I just say one more thing about comments that you put up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you won't say it in front of someone's face, then don't write it.
Yeah.
If you write a comment and you will not say that to someone directly, then don't say it.
I thought my response was pretty good.
What did you say? I didn't read it.
No, it goes for 3 days.
Nah, it's quick.
No, it's not quick. You had like 2 free comments.
I thought my response was pretty good.
No, it was perfectly what he
wrote.
wrote.
What more could I don't understand what more we could have said.
Maybe that's why I didn't respond. He didn't know what to say back.
No. And actually, I think Terry responded to him.
It's because his comment holds no weight. That's why.
Full of shit writing and then had nothing on there. But the other thing was
love
calling
for the love, love for the love, you know.
Calls and that. Shut up.
We love comments.
In actual fact,
I love comments like that.
No, I love it.
Love for the love.
I love it.
If you want to come have a drink with us, I'm happy to have a drink with you.
But first of all, no name calling.
No, I don't go like that.
Even though I name called you. No name calling. But only because you called name call me. No name calling, right? And let's be honest, man, it's just a discussion. Man, let's go. So
but that's what I mean. Like, I don't understand. Like, but you've got to have these discussions, and ultimately, at the end of the day, when you actually are authentic and you speak your mind with these things, it's open for people to either correct you, to further the discussion, to get to maybe reach a common ground or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, man. There's been times when I say some of the dumbest things, and then people like either tell me about it or you know, like we did talk about it, and you know what? I turn around and go, you know what? Either I was wrong, I misunderstood the whole situation.
Correct.
And I want to get better in that, and I'll take my punishment and move on, you know. But I'm not going to hide away in your little cave with all your freckles and your bloody pimples. You're living in your mum's basement, for sure, 100%, mate.
All right, what do you got for him next?
It was between one or the two, but...
Oh, let's go.
Should I go this, or because it's both got to do with Collingwood type of relation?
Oh no, that's
whatever you want.
But there's one for Carlton supporters.
That's a tender area for Rocco at the moment.
You said that one was going to lead into your one, weren't you?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, all right. I'm not gonna do the one I was gonna do. It's gonna be the other one, and it's gonna be part of Mars' Malocchio, which you can just say it.
Go.
Because you're price gouging.
Price gouging
from airlines.
Oh yes, I did see.
Putting up their ticket prices.
I did
for
see
the
this.
footy and that.
Yeah, they're gone from like $200 to $1,600.
That's a bloody disgrace, man. Seriously, I didn't know that.
Swear to God.
I did not know that.
Went from like $200 to like $1,600 for it.
Nah, that's a disgrace to airlines, especially like we've been, as a society, man, we've struggled.
For the past 2 years.
For the past 2 years, man. And now all of a sudden things are getting into some sort of normality. And what you do, right, you have to profiteer and you have to price gouge and hurt the small people who have actually kept you afloat. If we're not here, why you got planes for? If we're not flying, why you got planes for? You're just wasting your time. But instead of doing that and looking after us, what you've done now is you've profiteered and you're actually hurting the small people.
It's a lot of money.
Well,
That's
is it a case of supply and demand? That demand
yeah,
has
of
gone
course.
so high up that the price is naturally just going to go up.
Why?
But the
Why
thing is
should
that they obviously know that people are going to demand
Of
these
course.
tickets and they're planning for that. So,
Yeah,
but I
they
do
can
agree
put on
with
more
I do agree
planes.
with that.
They can put on more planes.
I can understand
100% they can put on
If
another,
you're telling me it went
another
up
flight
from-
15
if
minutes
you
later.
went
I
up
used to work
like
at the airport.
1,000%.
It's fucking. If it's like $100, 200, you go, all right. It's gone up like nearly over $1,000 for one ticket.
Look, at the end of the day, these businesses have got to do what they
course.
can to stay afloat. And if
course.
I'm telling you now, people are going to be willing
But
to
who
pay
gets-
$1,500.
People already have, I think.
But you know what happened?
What?
People who got hurt, right? See, the people who can afford it, that's fine, right?
People who can't.
But it's the people who can't afford it, right? That really, it means everything to them.
I know.
Right? And
This
all of a
is-
sudden they've
well,
done
Being
that's
taken
life, isn't
advantage
it?
of.
They've been taken advantage of. And this is the same with fuel when they do it over like coming into long weekends and that.
Bullshit.
They know.
Yeah.
They know.
They know what they're doing.
Supply and demand, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't
Nah,
think-
that's ridiculous. That would have killed me. Imagine me, we had to go to the final and I've got me at always because I got a bloody, when I buy a ticket, I buy for the whole fucking family.
Well, that's right.
There's
You
no
got to
one
make the
having-
decision.
Oh,
If
that'd be
you
over.
if you go to a
No, it'll
final,
be
you got to
over.
go straight away. You got to before they
No, I
raise
wouldn't- I
it.
couldn't
But they're
go,
smart
mate.
now.
I
Me
couldn't
either.
go. But you'd buying it for one.
Yeah, I know,
would have
but
to
even
buy
still,
for four. All of a sudden, I'm going to spend like $6,000.
I don't think it's viable to spend over $1,000 on a plane ticket to go watch your team
Domestic-
play football.
domestic.
Disgusting.
Domestic.
Disgusting. I think it's disgusting.
If we're going to go and play over in bloody Bali, all right. Let's get a bit of a party up there. I'm gonna
course.
We're going to do a bit of a degoey, right? But
Leave the going.
I love it.
I love the
I would
going.
have been there. But what
No,
I'm
I don't love Collingwood. I just love the player.
No, I love his attitude.
But yeah, I think I personally like if you're gonna put up a couple of hundred, I can understand. But like nearly 1,000, over 1,000, that's a lot of money, man.
That's huge, man.
People pay it, but
That's huge.
I don't think everyone will pay it.
Nah, there would have been a lot of people. Look, they would have still got their full planes.
Yeah.
100%.
It's how
Well,
about,
that's it. People are going to miss out.
how about looking after your fellow person?
And that's why they have to let go of 2,000 people. Qantas.
Good.
Fuck you.
Good.
Yeah, but they implemented diversity, inclusivity, and equality.
That's why they've got no one left.
Policies in there.
That's why no one wants
But
to work for them anymore.
little do you know that they laid off 2,000 workers.
2,000,
So,
yeah.
what's nice? You looking nice, or you laying off 2,000 workers?
Looking nice, apparently.
And that's my argument against strategy goal number 2. But apparently I'm a Neanderthal, so...
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway,
Not
I'd
bad.
rather have my team successful and us not having to sack people than looking nice.
Do you know, in actual fact, in our DNA, everyone's got a small percentage of Neanderthal in them?
Yeah. Well, monkeys there.
Yeah, we all are monkeys.
I'm a monkey.
Listen, all you Christians out there, if you think that we come from, I'm telling you, we're all shemia, mate.
Shemia.
We're shemias, which mean monkeys.
Monkey.
And now, all right, I'm just going to quickly...
No, used to shemia.
That's in the shemia. I'll tell you something else about the shemias.
Fucking hell.
Anyone that thinks,
Uh.
I've heard this comment before, and then I really think you're a Neanderthal. They've said, if we come from monkeys, why are they still monkeys? Have you heard that before?
Yeah.
Uneducated. You know what you got to do? Stop reading that one book, right, and go and read a few different books. Because I'll quickly explain to you what happened. There was one ancestor there, right? And what happened was we split. So we have a common ancestor.
Yep.
One split into the Shemia and one split up into
Something
the
else.
Neanderthals, moving up to us, right?
Yeah, right.
So it's not that it's a monkey
Yeah.
and we automatically turned into a person.
Yeah.
It was we have a common ancestor.
Okay.
So anyone that says why they're still monkeys, it's I don't know. Have a look in your family, maybe. I don't know why we still have monkeys.
Leave me.
We went into a different thing there. All right. So
He did all right. He did good.
It's pretty hard to come up with
Off the cuff.
Off the cuff. But so we might chuck in that. You know what we might do?
Anyway, we'll see you in the comments
Maybe
section,
next year
Scott.
and that we might have a few that are gonna
Scott
tell us
what we're gonna do.
Scott Lewington with no subscribers.
I mean, that is on. That is on.
We'll see you in the.
That is on YouTube.
No, I hope he does comment.
No, I want him to comment. We actually wrote the thing
I'm
hoping
serious.
that he had some sort of like interaction, and we have. Some
Yeah, no, it's good. I think it's good.
Nice. So was that your molecule?
Yeah.
Done. All right, let's move into this one.
Bananas in pajamas are coming down the street.
Yeah, it's probably sponsored by
Marino Bros. Spends over $60 for free shipping, and if you order before 12 a.m., you get next day delivery.
I love it. I love it. Monkey. What did I say monkey for?
Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah, that's it. I say the banana. The first one, look, I was just going to, the first quick one is the Jake Lever. That, well, you know.
Childish.
He looked like a
Childish.
little kid doing that.
Looked like
See when he jumped up and down, what are you doing, mate?
I remember my brother doing that once
Yeah.
in a shopping aisle, dead set.
Yeah, that's what I was
And my mum mimicked him. It was the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Well, that's the best way to do
it. Yeah.
That's the best way to do it. But the other one is, listen, this is the first time I've ever done this.
Okay.
It's me.
Oh, what?
Self.
Why?
Now, Paul Dixon wrote, he last week,
Yes.
when
In
we
the
were doing
comments.
all the, he wrote a comment last week and he was absolutely correct. I need to be a banana.
Okay.
Good.
So when we did our player ratings,
Yep.
I spelt Silvani
I
wrong.
saw that. I did see that.
That's sacrosanct. I can't do that. You know, he's a
Did you go
talent.
like Silgvani?
No, I
there was
put
an extra N. Yeah.
So I put SILVANGNI.
Silvani.
But I know how to spell it. I must have just accidentally
That's
done it.
all right,
That's
doesn't
fine.
matter.
And I also spelled Michael wrong on Michael Voss.
What did you go? A-E-A-L?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's a killer one.
Yeah,
My brother hates that.
Yeah. Yeah, so I
happens.
did that. And the other thing is I forgot Young.
Yeah. Okay. We forgot Young.
Yeah, but
That's
I
a
should have had it
banana
on the
of
list.
everyone.
So as I said to Paul, I'm going to do some extra training this week, right? And I'm going to get back onto the horse, man. I'm going to make sure it doesn't happen again.
There's actually one that I've seen there that you need to redo.
Which
you
one?
need to put a dash re-signed.
Oh, re-signed, yeah.
Because you've got resigned.
Resigned. It's resigned.
It should be RE dash signed.
Hyphen.
Re-signed.
Now, see, now I'm going to give you a banana, but you should have told me that off camera. Because I could have picked
No,
that.
you've got to be held to account in the public light, mate.
They would have never
Nah.
have seen it.
And the O'Brien, there was no apostrophe.
You've got to be held into account in public light, mate.
Real apostrophe and the O'Brien.
So even though it looks right when you see it, just know that we've held him into account.
We're proactive here.
I like it. All right, so there's me, man. I get the
No
banana.
knock. For me, so I was watching the Freo Collingwood game last night, right? And look, he's only a kid, right?
Oh, yeah, I
he's
know
only a
you're gonna
kid,
go.
and I've got it. But seriously, every single possession this kid had last night either went to opposition, hit grass, and I felt like not that I didn't feel, but I was losing it every time he got it. I go, mate, what's this bloke doing?
Yeah,
Get him off! Get him off!
Get him off!
Mate.
Get him off!
Number 31 for Fremantle, Brandon Walker.
Oh, we're getting him.
Oh,
800 grand a
mate,
year.
talk about deer in the headlights. Look, it's still, I think it's his first or second year of football, like baptism of fire. But
No one's bad luck.
Yeah,
You were shit.
Yeah, no, you were shit.
he 5 turnovers, went at 58% disposal efficiency, which is like, oh mate, it was just, it reeked. It
Look,
was.
there's nothing wrong with getting a banana. You just got to give, like, he
You're
has
held
to,
accountable.
He has to wait
He's
till
only 19 years old, but
Yeah,
I don't care.
doesn't absolve you from anything.
Mate, bananas don't see age.
I will say though, the one thing I will say in defence to him is he got himself into the right areas to hurt them, and found himself getting the ball, but he just yeah,
The pressure would have been
not great from the young man. But sorry, mate.
This is not football related or anything.
I like it. Who are we attacking?
This is to my fucking dead shit brother.
Miguel.
done?
So we're out last night.
Yeah.
What'd he do?
Bloke goes, I got pickpocketed. I lost my phone
I just a random bloke there.
in a club.
Yeah.
Right?
Pickpocketed, I lost my phone. Right.
And I'm like, of course. Well, only him. Only him. He always loses stuff, breaks shit. You know him. Just.
Oh, he said this.
Yeah.
Oh, he said
So my
this.
brother's like, oh, I got pickpocketed. I don't know where my phone is. I'm like, you gonna go fucking look for it or what? So here I am looking for fucking on the floor with my fucking torch, going like this. I've rung it like 100 fucking times. I'm going, hopefully someone picks the phone up. You know, where are you? I go outside because I'm like, no, I'll just go outside. I'm like, because in my head I'm going, it's always this bloke, man. It's always this bloke, right? In my head I'm going, just breathe. I went outside. He comes outside. He goes, man, I don't know. He's like, it's always me. I'm like, I don't know where it is. Right? Like, check your pockets, you dickhead. So he checks the front ones, nothing in there.
Yeah.
Checks the back pocket, and it's in his back pocket. Here I am, I've sent message to my mum, cancel all these...
I didn't even hear it like buzz or nothing in the back pocket.
I'm like, cancel all these cards, your son's lost his phone, fucking he's an idiot, this and that. Like, yeah, I'm like, I just looked at him, and I'm just like, we're going home. We're going home.
Not only you lost your mind.
Bro, and
but don't you do this?
Yeah, that you do the haka.
You do the haka.
Yeah, you do the haka.
And then you do it again.
Yeah.
Then you check inside.
It's like the bloke. It's like your mate who forgets his wallet all the time.
Yeah.
We call it. He's done the haka. He's done the haka.
But are they the ones who forget it or deliberately?
No, deliberately forget it.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, anyway, he's gonna probably he's gonna say to me on Tuesday, "No, man, why you always gotta pop me? It's always me. It is always you.
Oh wow.
It is always
the shoe
you.
fits.
You gotta get better."
What they say? If you walk like a duck, and you talk like a duck,
it's probably a duck.
But Michael, you get it.
I love it. Is that the first one?
That's a family one to him.
I like it. He got a bloody
Bit
banana.
personal this week with the bananas.
Yeah, good.
Actually, just
like
on that, the Māoris did a haka for the Queen, which was pretty cool.
Oh, they always do cool stuff like
Hackles
that.
the haka.
Oh, mate, that's one of the best. The
Oh, yeah.
Cool, man. That's
Very
really cool.
traditional as well.
They really do the whole. They really get
Intimidating and everything. Yeah,
Oh,
they're
wow.
grouse.
All right, this is our favourite.
Che bello. Ma che cazzo sta a fare? Ma che cazzo sei? Ma che cazzo? Ma che cazzo sono?
Fatti cazzi dove?
Fatti i cazzi tua.
Ma che cazzo! What do I got here?
What have you got? Mate,
All right.
last week's one was epic. Bro,
Which
the
one?
raccoon one, oh my
Which
god.
one?
Last
The
week's
raccoon.
makekatsu.
Oh, yeah, that was a good
I lost it. That was the best makekatsu all year.
The last few have been good. The other one was
Not
good
bad.
too.
You've got it, you've got it, mate.
It's
Come on.
hard. It's hard. I think I've got some good ones here. We'll see. All right, listen. You know our theme song.
Yes.
We love it, huh?
Yes.
Do you ever think, like, when someone else listens to it,
Yeah.
what they think of it?
Yeah, here we go.
Well, maybe.
Oh, let's have a look at this,
Yeah,
like.
let's see.
Oh, yeah, I'll take this.
Come out this way.
My brother, I'm falling asleep. Why is this so fucking slow? I'm falling asleep.
We're the only team on Carlton knows. With all the champions they like to send up. We'll keep our end up.
Bro, I'm about to go. What the what is going on with this theme song, bro? You think I'm gonna go out there and kill for you lot after I hear this? I'm gonna go inside and have a fucking coffee, bruv. There's no way they've got won championships with this theme song. I refuse to believe it.
Against the famous old dark blues.
I love it. He goes, they haven't won any championships.
Championship.
So I refuse
16.
to believe it.
There's also one with him reacting
He's
to
actually
the
got-
2017, I think it's elimination final or prelim final of Richmond, and I don't know who it was against. It was like the bulk Richmond. It was like 90,000 Richmond, and he's like, "This is the widest song I've ever seen." I fucking flipped it.
Yeah, he's really good.
But
Yeah.
how good is it when fucking like 70,000, 80,000 people are belting that out?
Oh yeah.
No,
it's huge.
listen, it's all good.
But even when the players sing it with gusto, it's not like that. It's like that first da 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 da.
No, of course, I love our song, but it's funny to hear like
what other people
someone
think.
else from the outside,
foreigners too.
Yeah, from foreign. Even when they watch a game, there's a couple of good. He watches games too, doesn't he?
Yeah, you used to play soccer here.
Yeah, so
Pat McAfee as well. That guy who's got the Pat McAfee show, the American.
Yeah.
Used to play gridiron.
Yeah, now he's in WWE. Yeah.
Hey, listen, white line fever.
Yep.
Yeah, I suffer from it.
Yeah,
You yeah, bad.
But as long as you leave it on the ground, right? Let's have a look at this.
Always.
What abuse has
I
been
saw
done
this.
to
Yeah.
one another.
Look at him, man.
Springbok. Springbok. Those blokes, they're huge, man. They're 130 kilos.
But they're just a face, man. I'm telling you, this bloke.
A few moments later.
Look, you see, there's nothing there.
No animosity after. Having a little cheeky bev.
I love
after.
that, man. That was sick.
How good's that?
Yeah, well,
Respect.
that's what it's about.
Isn't that amazing? Two people united in one.
100%. 100%, man.
Amazing what can happen.
Yeah, no, that is, and as I said, like, going out there, how it changes you, you know what I mean?
No,
Like,
you turn into an
Two
animal.
people who were different, but at the end of the game,
Best of mates. We're doing the same thing here. That's it, man. We're just playing for different teams. Or we're doing
except
the same
if
thing
you play AFL, but anyway.
Well, apparently, yeah.
Leave them.
Hey, who is the most famous American racehorse, you reckon?
There's a few.
Admiral.
Admiral was
Secretariat.
one,
Secretarian. Yeah.
Probably
The other one,
American
that one,
Pharaoh.
Yeah, that one.
Probably Seabiscuit.
Seabiscuit would be another one.
Yeah. They made the movie on that.
Yep.
Disney.
Yeah, that was Seabiscuit. So imagine Seabiscuit challenging War Admiral.
Oh, have you got footage of it, do you?
Yes, that's
Hey,
how
here
we
we
go.
go. Here we go.
In the 10-box square that opens onto the track.
Is this
for
just
the
a match
winner
race?
this afternoon.
Yeah. They used to do these in
See
Australia.
where they just take off? It was
Yeah,
almost like,
no, but-
go! All right.
That's how they did it.
And they're coming to me head and head. War Admiral on the inside as they're turning to the stretch. Head and head. Both horses under
Look at the
the
crowd.
drive. This is a real horse race. Just what we hoped we'd get. They're head and head. And both jockeys driving. It's the best horse from here in. They've got 200 yards to come. It's horse against horse. Both of them driving. Seabiscuit leads by a length. Now Seabiscuit by a length and a half. Wolf has put away his whip. Seabiscuit by 3. Seabiscuit by 3. Seabiscuit is the winner by 4 lengths. And you never saw such a wild crowd.
With the big blinkers.
Oh,
Seabiscuit.
Hey, so you want to do a challenge?
Yeah.
I want you to call it.
Okay.
All right, so take down the volume for us.
Oh, God, all right.
Wait up.
So which ones? Okay, so that's War Admiral.
Yeah.
In the dark. Oh, God. And Seabiscuit.
Is the other one.
So War Admiral and Seabiscuit.
That's
All
it.
right. So a match race for the ages. War Admiral and Seabiscuit. War Admiral and Seabiscuit. We're underway. And it's War Admiral on the inside who takes an early advantage as they go past the post for the first time. Seabiscuit around the outside takes the lead with 3/4 of the event to go. Seabiscuit on the inside. War Admiral on the outside. It's a match racing 2. Seabiscuit kicking hard on the inside. The jockey's gone for the persuader. He's kicked a length and a half clear. War Admiral trying to go with Seabiscuit on the outside, but Seabiscuit draws 2 lengths, 3 lengths. 4 lengths clear. The jockey's put the whip away, and Seabiscuit, he's the best in the world. He's the greatest. Seabiscuit comes out on the line to win it by 4.
How good is that?
There you go. That made up for
That's
last
better
week.
than the original call.
Made up for last week.
Like, there's no better calling than Australian calling.
Oh, you can't beat Australian
Even
calling.
English calling's dog shit.
Nah.
They're
Matt
all
Hill
shit.
called
Matt-
a ripper. I'm thunderstruck rumbling. I think he might have got alligator blood.
Don't stop.
Like, yeah, we're on alligator blood.
That's vomit. That is vomit. Hey, good call.
Hey, tell me, If this happened to you, what would you do?
I'll go wherever the fuck I want, mate.
Man,
What's
what is
wrong?
this?
Good
Manchester
result
United
today, man.
catching.
Thank you. No problem at all, man.
Called the train.
I can't believe you're getting a train back to Manchester. What's going on? This is unreal. You get the train back to Manchester? Really?
No, I'm sorry. You need to go down there.
Hold on. Don't tell me where to go.
I'm sorry. I'm asking you to move down.
What's that?
I'm asking you to leave.
Why?
Because this is a private area, this platform now.
There's no such thing as a private
Yes,
area on the
there is.
platform.
I'm asking you.
If you want to travel by train,
I'm
then
asking you to leave.
Let's have a quick chat with you this way. No, I don't want to chat with no one, mate. No, fuck that, mate. Don't touch me, man. I'm just having a quick chat. Don't touch me, trust me. Right, so do me a favour. No. Do me a favour. Right, we've got a Virgin Trains operative here. I don't give a shit who you got here, mate. I'm standing on the platform and I'm watching Man United getting the train back to Manchester, that's all.
Listen to me, I'm being quite reasonable with you.
I don't give a shit. What are you doing, mate? Don't talk to me. Don't speak. Don't speak. Don't speak to me.
Why can't I speak to you?
Don't speak to me. Please, don't talk. I'll go wherever the fuck I want, mate.
He's not wrong.
Don't come and start trying to tell me where to go, mate.
I'm not asking you where to go.
I've taken a few photos of a few people, and you're fucking telling me where to go.
I'm
Fuck
quite
you.
reasonable with you, to be honest.
I don't give you ain't gonna be reasonable with anyone. These people know better than I am. I fucking go where I want. What are you on about? The fuck don't you start as well?
I'm leaving the station, carry on swearing, mate.
I ain't doing nothing.
Just swore then.
I ain't doing anything. I'm walking out the station. No, did I never...
What on the platform, mate?
Don't start pushing me, man.
No, I'm asking for what on the platform.
But please don't touch me.
Alright, let's keep walking then.
Right, don't touch me, right?
I'm not touching you. I'm walking with you.
I'm standing on the platform, and there's Man United players on the fucking platform.
Stop swearing.
And all I'm doing is
mate.
putting the camera in their faces. That's all.
Right.
Don't shit yourself,
Keep
man.
walking down, mate.
If they want to get the train home, that's fine. If they're that skint.
Why did that happen? A bus or something?
I actually don't know.
Yeah,
that was
I
like 4 years ago.
Yeah,
Mate,
that was a
Fellaini
while
was
ago.
playing. Mourinho would have been the coach too.
Yeah.
Or Van
But they
Gaal.
would have just jumped onto the thing. But he's right, man.
Moise.
He's standing there. They can't just...
Moise.
They can't just all of a sudden make it a private...
Yeah, I know. That's what happens.
You know what I mean? But the way he was going, don't you start. I love it. I love it. Hey, listen.
Never seen that before.
No, that was interesting. Hey, listen.
Yep.
We're listening.
So, sometimes you've got to tell people something and you don't really want to tell them, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So sometimes you have to like give them an analogy, yeah?
Yep.
Just so they can understand, right?
Yep.
Let's have a look at this.
Your mother and I are getting divorced. Don't cry. I know you're upset. I know you're confused. I don't know what your mother told you, but let me explain it from my side in terms you can understand. You got your doll, right? You got your doll there.
Yeah.
You got your doll. You like your doll, right?
Yes.
You love your doll.
Yeah.
Yes. You love the doll. But what if I told you that was the only doll you were allowed to play with the rest of your life? How would you feel?
Sad.
You'd feel sad. Of course, because there's a lot of other dolls on your shelves. And if you play with the other dolls, you can't have that doll anymore. Even though that doll doesn't really want to play with you at this point. You're both living a lie. There's other dolls you like, and they're making new dolls every year. You want a stewardess doll?
Yeah.
What about a slightly overweight cocktail waitress doll? What about a doll who happens to be best friends with your main doll?
Yeah.
It could happen, right?
Yeah.
What about a doll you only play with one day and never see again?
Yeah.
What about a doll where your friend's playing with a doll and he needs you to, you know, kind of man up with the other doll? You don't want to play with that doll, but you do it because your friend's playing with that doll. You don't want to sit there and leave the other doll unattended.
Yeah.
So that's why me and Mom are getting divorced. Monogamy isn't realistic.
Monogamy isn't realistic.
Again.
Monogamy isn't realistic.
Again.
That is grouse, man. The way he gave it. Oh, the doll, man. You love your doll, man. That is fantastic. I don't know what movie that is.
I wouldn't know, but it's a great analogy.
Far out, man. The dolls. What a cock. What do you say? What a stewardess?
Slightly overweight cocktail waitress.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, that was it. That's my. That's our mucker catcher for this week.
Nice.
All right. We are. That was the king of analogies. Let's have a look at this one.
Who wants to be king?
Bradman, however, adjusted, countering the tactic by backing away and playing unconventionally.
He was such a brilliant player. He was unorthodox, but people try and tell you that he hit across the line too much. But if you looked at all his shots, you'll find his feet were in the perfect position to hit the ball on every stroke he played. And he's one of those guys that could pick up the line of the ball and the length of the ball quicker than anybody else and then do something about it with his feet. And of course, when you get your feet right, the bat is right and the bat hits the ball and the ball goes to the boundary. Now, that's what happened with Don Bradman.
He'd always be looking to score, so it was a bad ball, he'd look to hit it for 4, rarely 6, because that would be too risky. If it was a good ball, he'd be looking to take a single and rotate the strike.
But the English reclaimed the Ashes, and Bradman would never forget the experience. Some 50 years later, he advised Australian captains on how to manage short, fast bowling when they faced the West Indies in the 1980s.
He was very understanding of our problems, facing 4 quality fast bowlers, just the relentless barrage that meant, to batting and the psyche of trying to get on top of that. And then actually believing you could win. That was the hard bit. He understood how difficult it was, and we talked a little bit about body line, and he had the similarities between the problems you faced, the psyche of knowing you're going to go out to bat against the bloke who's going to bowl halfway down. You've got this certain field position. So he said it was a little bit harder because of the field restrictions of the time for body line, but just a bit of a background into the famous Bodyline series, and he likened it to what we were facing in that particular series in '84.
So Don Bradman has started in early again to take toll of English bowling. 206 at Worcester. It was 236 in 1930.
Bradman continued his extraordinary run scoring, and crowds gathered wherever he went. But such adulation had a downside.
It obviously got to Bradman. I think there was, in his very early days, there was a situation where he either got some clothing torn, or he got in a crush. The crowd sort of wanted to see him and wanted to touch him, and he got in a crush. And I think that, that was part of the reason why he became so reclusive. I think he had those tendencies anyhow, but. You can't imagine, unless you've been in that situation, what it would be like. And to imagine the expectations of Australia, particularly depression years, when everything's down and you're looking for some good news, and suddenly here's this guy who comes along, seems to make 100 every time he bats.
Everybody wanted a piece of Don Bradman, and but, the way he conducted himself both on and off the field was absolutely first class.
All right, there we go. The great Don Bradman they're talking about.
Aussies are playing at the moment in the cricket.
Yes,
yes.
Nice. The cricket
Steve
star,
Smith just hit a
100.
Hit a ton.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Finch retired.
Finch retired, yeah.
Because he's turned into a dud.
Yeah, he's struggling with form, isn't he?
It's been, the blokes, how long has he been playing for?
Yeah, it's a good cricketer.
Mate, he was a good cricketer.
Yeah,
captain.
Was,
yeah. No, well, everyone was.
Yeah, of course.
We're all wasers.
He's finally realised after a few ducks, it's time to go.
Well, mate.
And that's fair enough.
It's hard, man. Like,
of course.
You don't want to give it up, but
you always think
loves
that
a punt.
you can. The worst for that are boxers.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, they don't know when to stop.
Yeah, they always think, but for them it's hard because when it's too late for them, they cop it. They cop it. They don't want to finish off on a high, man. The only one who really finished off on a high was Rocky Marciano.
Yeah.
Marciano. Actually, maybe next year I'll do a thing on him. His story is actually fascinating, man. That bloke there, he was he was a he was just a fighter, you know what I mean? He was just a fighter. But anyway, there with
Sir Donald.
Every time a black man mentions Joey Lewis, a white man got to mention Rocky Marciano. Rocky Marciano. Rocky Marciano. Coming to America. What a movie.
Still one of the best.
He beat Joe Lewis's ass. That's true. He did beat Joe Lewis's ass. Joe Lewis was 185 years old.
But he kept going like he was 50. Then he was like 73. And then he was like 185 years old. Far out.
Like Coming to America.
Good.
Oh my.
But they should have made the second. Garbage.
Just leave it.
Garbage.
That's
Just leave it.
Exactly.
Not knowing when
Know when to hold them.
Yeah.
Know when to fold them.
Well, tell me something about
Coming
movies.
to America. What a movie.
When has there been? What's a good part two? You know, like
Oh, The Godfather. That's it.
Godfather.
Yeah, but,
Terminator.
no, but The Godfather was different. That was like a story.
It's a
and
story,
it was
but
almost immediately like it was
Oh, it was like a
always,
storyline,
It was
yeah, the
always
books-
going to be
the
part
books
one
and all
part
that,
two.
yeah.
You know,
You can't go like Lord of the Rings. Nah. But
No,
that was
that's
a book
the same.
too.
That's a book. We're talking about this sort
Yeah,
of.
just made up.
Yeah, so you go like a movie, and then all of a sudden, 20 years later, oh, let's do a remake. You know, there
No,
was.
you can't do no remakes. There's no remakes of movies.
What
They've
have they tried
failed.
to remake?
Everything. Everything. And they failed in
You know,
everything.
once there was a remake with The Wizard of Oz. Did you ever see that one? It was a black version. It was
Oh, full, like everyone was back in the show.
Well, I think Michael Jackson or something.
Really?
Yeah, it was a kind of a. It really didn't work. I mean, there's heaps, man. That
I'd
they-
probably go like, Star Wars, not bad.
Well, they
weren't really remakes
that's not
though,
really
were
the
they?
Remake
It's a
from
story.
one movie, yeah. There's not many.
A
Once you
remake,
get-
there's no good remakes.
Oh, you know which one was good, right? But then they tried to. Oh, they tried to do a 3, which really Cape Fear.
Don't know. Never watched it. Never watched
One of the best De Niro movies.
Oh, you know what I didn't like? What they remade?
Watch it.
I know a lot of people, but I didn't like the remake of Starsky and Hutch.
Oh no, that was
Just leave it alone.
Garbage.
Leave it.
Garbage.
You
Just
can't remake
leave
anything.
Starsky and Hutch
21
alone.
Jump
You
Street.
can't
Garbage.
remake anything.
No.
Just fucking leave it.
There was
If they try to remake
think it was a
Columbo,
grease
I'll
thing.
lose it.
Nah.
You can't. That's sacrosanct.
He
Like
can't.
that's just
But
can't
he
be done.
made it.
Peter Falk. Oh, man.
Yeah, he made it.
Unbelievable.
No.
Unbelievable.
There's no real good. As I said, Cape Fear would be my only one that I know, and I recommend you watch it. De Niro plays the best. The best. He goes to jail wrongly.
Right.
Spends 20 years building like a machine. You got to see him. The best condition I've ever seen. And then comes out and taunts the lawyer.
Sheesh.
But it was a remake from like earlier
Okay,
on,
right,
and then he did it, and it was just magical. You know what I mean? That's probably the only one. The rest, man, I'm telling you, the rest are just they can't do it. You know what the problem is? There's no more new.
What are
ideas.
you remaking though?
But there's no more new ideas. No one's. What new ideas?
Yeah, but what are you remaking? It's already been made. Why do you have to remake it? Why do you have to tell it like?
Well, it would be to make money.
Yeah,
That's all there is
100%.
to it. There's nothing about like.
It's like the Lion King.
artistic.
Leave it animated.
Oh,
that's
shocking.
it.
Remake of the
I'll
Lion
never
King.
watch. I'll never watch the live version. Garbage. Why are you doing that? Why?
That's shit.
Why are you doing that, man?
You know one that, all right, now that we're talking, one that maybe was all right, but you're still not going to beat the original, but it wasn't bad. Aladdin with Will Smith.
Ugh. I watched that.
Will Smith did a good job, but it doesn't, don't get me wrong, it does not match
Nah.
Robin Williams, right? He was a machine, right? It does not match.
He was good as the Aladdin. That was actually the funniest bit, but the main character of it,
Yeah, no.
he was garbage.
I'm just talking about that character. He actually did a good job of it.
of the
but
character, yes, but the movie overall, you can't. Nah.
Just trying to find a list of
Remakes.
film remakes. Yeah.
Nah.
They're all shit.
Nah, there's not many. Probably people putting out comments there, but there's not many. Once the originals
There's no
come
good
out,
ones.
there's
man.
no good ones.
There's no good ones.
The
You
only
can't
good-
remake a classic,
No.
man. That's why it's a classic.
What about a character? There's only one who killed it. My favourite actor.
What?
One of my favourites.
Who?
The Joker.
Oh,
with
Oh,
Heath
yeah, Heath Ledger.
incredible.
Yeah, his rendition was pretty sick.
The best.
Yeah,
But don't get me wrong, the new one.
I like the new one.
But
too.
but it's different because he's a
Yeah.
different character because
Yeah.
it's different
His
to what it is.
characteristics. Yeah.
But when Heath Ledger did it, remember
he remade it. He remade
I thought
the whole
Joker.
But
character.
remember who he
Joking.
followed?
Oh, what's his name?
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
And when Jack Nicholson did it, I'm telling you, no one wanted to do it anymore because they said, you can't. We can't do this. And he come along and absolutely killed it. I reckon that's, seriously, the Joker is one of the best individual performances of any actor ever.
I'm gonna and I would also. I loved Christian Bale's Batman.
Yeah.
That was
Christopher
great.
Nolan.
I just found the shocker, Ghostbusters.
Which one?
But they just remade the
female
new one. I don't know what it was.
I haven't watched it and I will not watch it.
There's a female one. Now, I don't know if you just leave it. Just
leave him.
Leave him.
Yep.
Anyway.
Nah. There any more?
Nah, dude, fucking shit.
Just trying to look through now. Nah,
There's
there's nothing that absolutely come to mind that I'd look at.
Original. Oh, I think there might have been a couple of horror ones. Exorcist was shit. The second one.
Garbage.
Have you seen the original?
Yeah, sick.
Just leave them alone.
You know, I watched that when I was a kid.
Actually, they tried to remake the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, that's rubbish.
Garbage.
No, that's rubbish.
Garbage.
No, that's rubbish.
Anyway.
They don't do it. No, it doesn't do it for me. All right, that's the new segment. Films of
the Jumper Punch.
Yeah, the films of the Jumper Punch. Any good movies
coming out?
Garbage.
That you've watched lately that you could say are good?
Nah, they're all shit.
Oh, I did Harry Potter again.
Oh, there's a new...
So good.
You like Harry Potter?
Harry
I'm
Potter.
not a massive Harry Potter. I'm
Love
more
Harry
of a Lord of the Rings.
I like Lord of the Rings. But you got to watch full extended cuts,
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
4 or 5 hour sesh. Yeah.
Love Harry
And you need to sit in the chair for like 20 hours
You have to
straight.
get really into it.
Into it? Yeah.
Almost dress up. No, I love Lord of the Rings. I love Lord of the Rings. That's the only one where I actually read
the novels.
No, I read the first one, which is The Hobbit.
Oh, The Hobbit, yeah.
Because The
I
Hobbit
watched,
is free, and then I watched Lord of the Rings.
What was that movie with Christian Bale when they picked with Steve Carell? They picked the property bubble in America before the 2008 recession.
Yes.
The something point.
Yes, that's actually not a bad movie.
Can't remember what it's called now. I
haven't watched a lot of movies.
I don't watch movies anymore, man.
I haven't got time.
Yeah,
I haven't got time, but I might get into it. You been to drive-ins?
Yeah, drive-ins are cool.
Yeah. I love it.
I go to drive-ins to actually watch the movie, not to have sex. You're a fucking kid, man.
The movie's called The Big Short.
Oh, The Big Short. Yeah, I watched that. Yeah, it's
Big Short's very good. Yeah, that's very good.
I watched like
drive-ins here.
Coburg.
Yeah.
Have you ever been Dramana once?
Yeah, I've been to
I've been Dramana.
This one's only going to be open for another couple years.
Yeah, that's it.
They've sold it.
Yeah. Have they sold it, really?
Yeah.
Wonder what they're going to put there.
Factories. What are they going to put? They're going to ruin everything.
Apartments.
But actually, at the Coburg prison, or the new estate,
they got the new
they've got an outside area where you watch movies outside. Yeah, so you sit down and watch them, which is good. Yeah. All right, in Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, subs, like, share. Make sure you do all that.
Yep.
That really helps us pass it on. The channel, there's still plenty of BA stuff going.
Yep. There is.
There's
the AFLW show, trades coming up.
In actual fact, and also in the blue corner, everyone get behind Vince. Now, with Vince, he did a...
What did he do?
He's doing all right, but he had a little bit of a thing.
He had a little bit of a setback.
He had a little bit of a setback. Good old Vince, but he'll be back. So
it was his birthday the other week. I wish
it was his birthday. But we're all thinking of him. So Vince, hopefully he does the show this week. Hopefully he's good enough to do his show. But in the blue corner with the BA, mate, this is Carlton.
Doesn't stop.
No, but this is Carlton month for the last
20
years.
I know.
We look forward, unfortunately, to this month.
Which one are we playing now?
But this is what builds the. This is how Carlton now builds for next year.
Momentum into the season.
Well, not momentum. They build like the supporter base. Build that hype.
Yeah.
This is how we build our hype.
False hype.
Other people build it by
winning games,
playing finals and all that. We build it by
false hype.
I hope we get this. You know,
manufactured hype.
All we can do is improve, I guess.
We have to mention our own Commonwealth bronze medalist.
Oh, Lyndon Hosking.
I'm telling you, we're getting him on now. See how we're getting him on now. Nah. He's good. I actually like his content, man. I love boxing, man. The bloke, like, I thought this bloke knows what he's talking about, mate. He knows what he's talking
Mars has
about.
got the Monza Grand Prix up.
Sorry.
No, that's all good. Is it going good?
No, just about to
They're about to
About
start.
Make sure, so get on.
TikTok,
New sponsors,
Facebook, Instagram,
new
the Jumper
sponsors.
Punch at gmail.com. Sponsorship.
Melbourne Coffee
more,
Roasting Company.
Melbourne Coffee Roasting Company. More.
North Seafood and Grill.
Yep. Red lights are out and it's go at the Monza Grand Prix. Leclerc getting up to a good start, but who's in front? Is that Russell?
No, that's Russell there.
Russell on the inside. Leclerc's in front. Leclerc's going to hold the lead down into the first bend, and he's going to hold it. Oh, he's off the track. No, hold on. Leclerc's going to hold it. Yeah, the Tifosi go crazy. The Tifosi. They go crazy in Monza.
At the 320s.
I went to go and see the great man this week.
We did go see the great man this week, Ange Christian.
Oh, that great man, yeah. We went to go see
who
that
are you
great-
talking about?
No, well, that's one great man.
Yes.
We went to go and see him. Always. Does he ever not have stories?
Who? Ange?
Yeah.
No, he's crazy. He is a
Do
story.
you remember the story he told us? We won't talk about this.
Anyway, I know the man you're talking about, though.
Well, we went to go and see this man.
Con. What's he doing? Flowers.
Hello to you, gentlemen. How are you today? Hey, look what I got here. Beautiful. Chrysanthemums. You know, it's a Greek word for Christmas and mums. Christmas and marriage day. Would you like to buy him for marriage day? What? How long you last? I don't know. Couple of days. You know, I tell you how to keep him fresh. It's a great trick. Come here. You put some ouzo in the water with him. It stop him droop. Same way for me.
Same with me.
You know, I tell you the best one now is this one. Plastic and material, this one. You use him every year. You get a little bit dusty, a little bit dirty, wash him in the tap, wash him in the sink, iron him, dry him on the line. He come up good as new. Beautiful. This one here. Beautiful, that one. You know, my wife, Marika, she have a beautiful Mother's Day. Presents from the children. Rola give her a, the tank top. It's a bit small for Marika, but lucky Rola can wear him. And Sula, she bought Marika a new record. I don't know, I think it's Greek music. His name is Foreigner. I don't think it's a nice name. And my mother, Aphrodite, I give to him a special surprise. She's this big, my mother. She live in the back of the caravan in the backyard. She used to have a great big house, but I have to sell him because too many memories. Weddings, christenings, birthdays, Christmas, too much. Better to sell him and start again, start a whole new life in a brand new Viking caravan. Yeah!
Good old Con.
We love Con, man. We love Con. And mate, doing a great job there, Marino Brothers, eh? Delivers the ball.
Unlike
the bloke.
Patrick Buzz Chug with a comment. We're going through the comments now, are we?
We are going through the comments.
David Swan Mackay was my first favourite player. The number 43 could take a great grab.
Let's talk about the Swan Mackay. Get on there, have a look at that.
Yep, next comment. Brian Ambrose McMahon, a much underrated champion of the Carlton Football Club and a great bloke. He's made great contributions to our club.
That's the Swan Mackay, because he was also
champion.
He was also a chairman on the board and all
Was
that.
he?
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't know if he was on the board, but he did something anyway.
Nick Shug. Got to move past Plowman, yes, but we have just got rid of heaps of our defensive depth from Williamson, Parks, McDonald, Durden, all these temporary plugs. Where's the depth now? That's a decent question.
Well, no, and this thing about Plowman, man, like I'm telling you, people are, you know, it was his birthday.
I did see that, yeah.
Yeah. And some of the comments were, I thought this was a delisting. Who cares and that? And you're thinking, come on, man, even now we've got to be like that. Are you serious, man? I'm telling you,
People
brainless again. If you're not going to say it in their face, man, don't write it.
Anyway,
What's this one?
Joseph Luca. Voss
He
has
always
been our
would-
coach several times this year. Yeah, fair point.
He always comments.
Fair point.
Very
fair
good.
point. Yep. Dean. Ella Dean.
Ella
Xanathides. Loving the three gods. Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. Yassel Dean.
Ella to Thailand 2023.
Okay, who have we got here? Hugh. 2, 3, 1, 3, 2. I watched this and I'm not even a Carlton fan. Really great viewing, guys. Hello, Hugh.
Yeah.
But we're driving people away.
We're driving away.
Now.
Yeah, apparently.
Sorry.
Leave them.
Maybe they like Neanderthals. But we've got a few non-Carlton supporters.
We do, don't we?
There's a few Collingwood supporters. I know probably
Manny.
Yeah, Manny.
Do you know Manny?
I don't know if it's the same Manny. It could be the same Manny.
Collingwood.
Yeah, wait.
He's all right. Well, he can say. Well, he deserves to say
a
what he
few,
said.
man. They love it, man.
We deserve to cop what we cop too.
No, we
All of you.
All of you. All of us.
We've got to start playing that.
All right, well, I'll do it next week. That's still the best, man. All the best to Ty. We know he's doing all right because we did speak to someone who spoke to him. Remember?
Yes.
And he said he's doing okay.
Better.
He's doing okay. Yeah, that was
Maybe you get him down to Carlton.
He's a winner. Serial winner.
I'd get him.
I would.
Why? Because he had a little bit of a. You got to like that's.
Can always rise again.
Disregard people. Apparently, it was just. It was just anti-inflammatory that he crushed up.
Oh yeah.
Apparently. So that's a good point, man. We got to be, as I said, I don't want to get like someone to re-coach it, but
no, not the coach. I mean, like maybe I don't know.
Some assistance. I'm telling you, man, it's a hard gig that.
Oh well.
Anyway,
and like,
what can you do?
No, we'll see what happens. I'm telling you, it's a very interesting
so
period coming
next
up.
week is prelim final week. Huge.
So next week is huge.
Sydney versus Collingwood.
I've
and
actually enjoyed the game.
Yeah. Geelong versus Brisbane. Who are your tips?
It's going to be 100%.
I thought you were going to say 100 points.
No, Geelong will win 100%.
Yep.
By about 40 odd points.
You reckon that far?
I reckon Brisbane will fall away.
They played the grand final this week.
Because that was the first time they won there in a long time. You know, I think they had 3 attempts this year, and this is the first time they were down.
Yep.
If Melbourne had kicked straight.
And Sydney Collingwood?
Nah, Sydney by 100 points. I reckon it's going to be. I'm telling you, this Collingwood, man, they just don't give up. But I just think the Sydney ground and it is a big advantage to them. So
Bye.
I reckon it's going to be a lot closer. I think it's going to be like within 2 goals.
Okay. Mars, your picks?
I go in Geelong by 28.
Yep.
And I'm going to say...
I'm writing these down just so I can...
Collingwood by 6 points.
Collingwood by 6.
Yeah, so about the same.
Hope I'm wrong.
You think like Geelong will kind of run away for a little bit?
Maybe it might be.
I'm
No,
going...
of course it could be otherwise.
Sydney by 18.
Yeah.
And Geelong by 37.
It's about the same, about the same. I think it's going to be, as I said before, I think Geelong are very Carlton 95 like, man. They've just, so do you know they've won 14 in a row?
Have they really?
Yep.
And do you know if they win the grand final?
16.
Yeah, 16.
What did we do? I'm telling you, it's very similar, the same age bracket.
Yeah.
The way everyone wrote them off, the way they've picked up their players. You know, these
Stengel.
They're listed. Yeah.
The other one from Hawthorn, what is his name? Smith. Cameron, you know, like that was a few years ago, but they picked them up and then they slowly built, because this is what Carlton did, 92, 93, they started picking them up.
Champion institution.
Dean
mate.
Rice, and then they put in Pearce, and then they picked up a couple of young players.
Intriguing.
You know?
They pick up what they need.
Very, very intriguing grand final and preliminary finals coming up.
But it could all be washed away in 1 week, you know.
Can be.
Unfortunately, what happens is, in footy, there's only one winner.
That's right.
And what we felt the last week, Richmond felt the next week.
Yep.
Doggies felt this week. Melbourne felt this week. Unfortunately, there's going to be 17 teams who are going to feel that pain.
Yep.
And there's only one, and hopefully it's Collingwood this week.
All right.
All right.
That's that, guys.
Pretty good show.
Hopefully we didn't divide anyone.
Yeah, well.
We didn't what?
Hopefully we didn't divide anyone.
I think we've put a good group together. I love the chats on the Tuesday night, man. The guys, everyone's getting on,
educated,
having opinions. It's really good, man, and pretty much educated opinions. It's pretty good. They're pretty good.
Everyone's having chats. That's
All right. Let's do it and say, well, can we say go Blues?
Of course we can say go Blues.
Yeah, of course.
Always, mate. Go the AFLW.
Go Blues.
This old Indian chief had been trying to teach his grandson about life. And one night he was sitting around and they were talking about the struggle that goes on inside of people. And the chief looks at his grandson and he says, son, he said, everybody has two wolves inside of them and they're fighting. He said one is made of anger, envy, jealousy, pride, guilt. And he said the other wolf is made of happiness and love, and joy and peace and contentment, humility. He said it's a vicious battle. The grandson stopped and he thought for a minute. And he looked at his granddad and he asked him, he said, Granddad, which one of those wolves win? And Granddad looked at him and said, son, the one you feed. Be careful what you feed. Be careful what you feed.